Mun fa ni ne rek ay mo ba. Njaro.
Couleur. Yara ka wata je.
Nda di ma be ka ba couleur. Dara. Aka Real Madrid. Staba.
Stallone de.
Aka Real Madrid. Ibe ko kala angora.
Ito la tele na start.
Ya jini.
Banga mete ko fatala nu. Nyenye bela bambolo kon hani fe ma tuji.
Nko. Na na bi la. Nko yem fatal. To na ron padale. Bari ko fon sa nene. Ni ma nene be kam faal. Anti man la be kam faal. Adum ba way ko ngane. Mba be nene. Hani kini gisi kin ta la di. Kad nga tu yow kin keso kin abe kam faalal.
Bari ya be la ba.
Adum man la fa ko so yim baradi wa na nga be nene. Olam. Aw ba diata le. Yenge. Ku kin do na diata ngin chuti ngin dunya kon. Wala tesi.
Ha?
Damal jani.
Bin. Nancy's. Nayum. Polo chikaja.
Jara ka Real Madrid le.
Na ka pile.
Stallone. Bagaran ko. Ku di na waya ngata.
Mu.
Kana kilo nyama boy. Na ngata na mo la muiti. So, follow it, okay?
Okay.
Let's see.
Tonya de. Ngazedu kanule de. Andu lafta la fani. Bar nga zedi je nyami zedi mampare ka fani. Bar nga nembe mo
Sis.
Mena.
Ndraf te inzu $50 wala fatala cake la sana.
$50.
Ha.
Mba bola min dole. Yenje do kul. Yenje do kul ko $50. Nyendo mbita
Sis
katila.
ko wala bang ko mbita cake la sana sis.
Ko kana ndabatandi keki ko dilaja. Ah. Ndabola de ndabe na football la enjoga.
Siri dan so.
Ate mbulu. Mantara do kul manja do kul.
Sa yemin di zedi la dum.
Iko
Yemin di zedi la dum.
ah sila ita be walla ja. Ndaka mundi mo leta ka to siri nje ka wala jibe ja ko di. Wulindal. Wulindal ta manke fulon ta.
Ha, tenne min tenge dani ten so la. Bani zedi e dani kasol wala ne ni tati yake bay. Imaje wala afama min kilo do yata.
Kunyi fon ka jibe fon bata mbuka lo fon be mun kala. Ni ngama man sayen soro ni nga tuje ni toro. Ha? Bari ntale yake. Ntara tina nyado. Ngale be mun kala ni nyado ngabe bola.
Kling pabi beta la le. Kling beta la le boy. Ya yang be ngin kala na boy hambare. Mantra du ko la. Wala na. But hey, nta Babylon fonji zananja. Pabi fon te smile la. I know.
Zay!
Jumalo.
Zay! Zay!
No, mo kira. Ha?
Zay di mo na malela mo ko te.
Na santan olon.
Mon santam façon.
Na yimu santan kutol da wala na Kingston Jamaica le no. Eh,
Santam kuto.
Eh. Wala na Kingston Jamaica le.
Akuna kana
Ito ka mana jale.
na bukan jira be toto ka wala.
Kuto sai dai santa te malala ko kono. Santan darateng. Darateng. Nyinga mu fay wala bije.
Nyamo ko la len siga o dam bari ame ta fay buka nyamo sababa. Zai dia me ta buka nyamo sababa. Ha?
Ba antinga na ko man di nyaawo nya ya understand. But my expect fana yen kangolan na ino. Nda buka jamba saba buka tai saba buka nyama saba. Ya ta kamemma. Nde ka mari mala le mari wana le ma ni wi.
Ha?
Ka wala ma.
Ha? ala e manta ben ima nyamo ni jambani sika sama ne sama ne mekku kele lanu bar boy kam mari wara ne wiinde ma ite mari wara ne wiin ma do ite a wiin doron
ye nte ka wala ma
wiin be baba fala ni dum tay bu ko me bandira jem
Seydou
ha ite a wiin doron
hakilo do Seydou Seydou ban fala ni toro ni sogon Seydou mun ko mbe ka fa sogon fo ke ni tora ban
aka wiin no mari wara ne wiin wala i kasara la e di un kasara a mari wara wiin atala mari wara je ali ya wiir je
ko da wala jël ite jëla ko la ñaasa
ka fenne ma ino kay
ite si jële ite la be jële la ban do ta jële
ni si jële ha
ite jële ko la sata abeta abarak Seydou Seydou hakilo ti ben fala ni toro la sogo na Seydou ndatilo sino ndo suto sino la ite mo ko se klimo la ko kamma ado ala ta ko nda man ta jikiri mo na man kede Seydou Seydou be yakar le mun la ifane sobe abule ifane nyin kusifal bondi soko na busoko na nyin sisi edundi bunko na ndunda nyin sisi soko na ni bi akamda dimbala be ha
na
mun susula fasa na tilba susula den na jemi tol
na ngo ba ka di amle ron nte muka jamba ma muka tayma nante ka mariwana le ma ni weed ha nte ka wala ma mariwana ni weed nte ka wala sabana nte muka tayma muka jamba ma kan fi na
mo weed
ngo sang ba nte la ko man dia ba ite wala na kabirin chuk pang something imbe ban na ha nte kana ta babilan le
mollan
min kata babilan le te juye bang nin tara fon nata apele benna nambe ero le kire nan ajuin hay ajuba na fudo sitilum fini ta lo tema na hey big ero le jona ajue lo lo tema ten nan juye bang ika ero tindi na kam feel ero betila understand ikam feel ero be jona betila na ikam feel hay ale Ulai ka na ero le sambosa. Wote ni mero la lorin jang. I know. The arrows are very powerful. Abla pabi ka fang kun ni jang. Ha. Ka jamba ni tayo saba. Ay ka bin ka hen te buka jamba ma buka tayo ma. Hindi ka marijuana ni weed le ma. Mana man lego bang. Ke fan ni tarian. Ako man diay. Ante. Famira. Asikoy. Yeah. Asikoy tangul te. Te bita babilan binadang boy. I deal with arrows, euros, dollars so bulsi ba tan la join of our complete no
Baje no way mbe ku mande kanne de fay mama
mato mbo ngamoy
ibe laari jamune
ngi kon dem be laari nyame kam miral fo ni nyin nata abem futula la ba kan to kurtu jan dunna ay na bula kurtu jan dunnal noma ay na nyaka sintela
andu abe bula le tele no ma woto miro sotola musa nkoy wo kana wo hani wo mira musa fa ndeni wo bakilim fakile ite fa ni wo fana bakilim fakile albe bin kile tente musa e nante ngete londi musa e fo bi musa e na wo ya fo afate tele
min
kana
na yo ke jawo kay ndo malo benta fala ja
amalu
kan to nyongolo lo isa jelen
ato ke la kan nte fana wole be mfala kilin kana hani wo miro soto fan wo ba tukare wo bondi ju soko no bukala fiye kam fa ni okuyata doro ni
ya nda ham be laari nyame billahi ni be
kana wo mira soto ko no fo ala ya nyi manati ngadua wala doro kana wani wo mira ha kana wo mira jele ni tar jele wala wole be diari ni yo
Masada.
Nah.
Kenapa?
Yo. Ki haw gino don na maji. Na fa mansata mala kan kilo dala to kon fana. Ngodo.
Mana fana ha ita bu kon fana hani jiyete fi be kon. War ma yiya.
Ngodo. Muna yalo sila mbojente say jeti mbe boyla mbe wulla mbitaje na mina fo ko do le saw ko do ko siata wala
O to tuji sa yin kata. Ngani na musu ni kada maka yawa. Be mo wule ka ku froci.
Ngodo. Yete je faw ni ko sinyami nyum ko mon pare haw gilana.
Ma yeme da be mi do fa bare ni tan sim mingi.
Iyo ko di.
Ha.
Iyo.
Mita yam.
Iyo bismillah. Italianan.
Hamina.
Kana meje.
Mina sa.
Ayo bismillah. Butum badam fana ngata. Atan la do man nyin keta. Mono be dianan tenne. Mune baaji na ko sila. Nde fana batasi kala dum mune maaji ko to ka be min na fi jota man jita raje. Muna yaro nimbi ta muso be janda fana be lalal. Ay jew ke dula ta ko be banno keta.
ngami ba fala len tende ma satati alhamdulillah rabbil alamin sila
Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Wah, wala banyak. Kotak. Semua. Marah. Bismillah. Kotak. Paranda. Lo mana ndo?
Wallahi.
Orang berfaham.
Haji do kan def.
Ah.
Dimma.
Bebi jan.
Kotak.
Kanotan.
Ko yon.
Bebi jan.
Kotak.
Kanotan.
Yo.
Kotak.
Ay bro.
Musole.
Yoyi.
Kotak nda. Ida fana no kirim ba kilim.
Bande ngolo ko. Sundu ko din kilo. Wala fi sakka.
Wallahi kotak.
Ay bro.
Yo.
Kotak.
Bro.
bande.
Nake kana wala.
Affaire do. Ba njina.
Medwala suutoren tilo ñin dinni yatina sa no silo bulal ntambi la wata ka subo kon tile tapas mi fleko akonya sama baba ita ka sino ngo
woni yatin da resi do bul.
hako
Na ma kai ta ba kar jumale.
bari alwono fana hani hani na musolun ko ko abadami ma fal kalnya alka kartaje ma fa
Kana.
e bari lolu baba he
Ayyanta gole kunyanta. Me din dala. Ndule nga ba ne. Baba na kana ba kai jumale.
ana ko kai wallahi wuto na
Ayyo, ne ko me shi do tare, sai mu tare wala da. Ala ko na tawal. Nafsa min kuita dunya. Bima do na tawal ni. Bun yaro man ni golo ko. Ina man ka tasbi ya dume yar. Ya ke fon ko
ani yata wala nyama
da mun da mu ha.
yata wala nyama yalo wo mokala ko bambu ta bum
Yo.
ado dina nyama na fodo
Abari ma di wo.
nyama ma tanke
Faru.
far korda
Ha.
fari o de ben kunta kanna ke wobe yata muso be ya
Wode.
wodi no wallahi nan kale ala natara dinni won be bota tella no wulula ni wata toral
Wani ya wallahi.
asabata da asu muta da muta a ke kuolo
Karbin nga ba ma kacal. Me haklo sa be ma di ni pam. Wada mi dingo yin ka si kutije. Nga mi da muka yi ala haya fon tamba an yi kunya. Mune. Me kata.
bi ko ko idin ke way musola ja lafita pour ka nyini kumbo tan sanga mo kono ala talla din kilinde dinna mun ke do zaidi bari ni no ma sobe ya amma barka amma kata amma ben fenna na men kenya ma sabani cigarette saba ndama mi re zaidu kan nay bo fa damma
Yalo me nak ko du bari. Di ma mo mo da bakale. Bo mo ba kare de. Foi sai dia mo le drong maralla foi sai de. Ni de ro ti jalo kala. Foi dia mo le diamo drong.
Habib zaidu ziyada na ko kullu
Ha.
way hakkilo soto ñaadile fabala wulula nafala ba fan nafala fo biya ka musu ñinin kumo anda sikor wofe bare musu kilin wala babul amante nafa ma bare muson nafa abe mbulu tenne
Yalo mo kan men foi mi jama ba mo. Yalo man ni ko tajo kurun ka tajo du tuwaje sunyaka. Ibi diamo le kale dei. Kana pasi diamo.
bismillah diamo de mo kanne
Ha.
diamo de lamba kanne bare ha
Nga kada nga duwa fana.
ñinde ala falma be jakal la ba
Handi duwa.
bismillah
Ha ya bi mo fanta joran tebul na ka duwa. Ni me yakal duwa. Ni me dew duwa. Na duwa fa Allah ta ni Allah ta kirita. Ay sidina mas na kan no.
tuma do ina ta silo mun na be sona yalla
Sallallahu.
kano dinno be mun bulu won dafa on ntita la hajila ya fana trata bulu bar da ba bulu mbaso ko
Jigita wala.
taye si sonno mo sabatin mbita jele yama
Bita je fulama.
mbita jele muso kon do nya fa ko
Asama.
mbita jele bar kasiti ye nyinka ba be tamana la yama salla barka yama
Sai da ngai ngada ka so ka ta ka so da ka ta ai ne ne ya nya kun
mbita
asan ba.
tamela de okay
Yo, abara.
ko tan ni ba
Samu.
alama ala ya bulo bula bulu alama ala ya simul bula bulu Allahu akbar din kendo wallahi kama kato bay la fele biya kapita musu yino muso ay muso yindra ana asinda fa mala ko da kondro wol da hat abasida fasida ha pande tabe fayan na faye ha abo mulu nyaate ndoro bara mo man ko ka folo won to ko sa wadi way ngonuma
mun ma ko nyala mun no yar ban mo budo mo ma assalamu alaikum maaleykum salaam abaso ito bi wato wa radio be buldo ndo wala radio be buldo ni ko dunia kane kumpa radio muda bismillah bismillah simon no biya ibare hadro golna buke kut otan haydro armoro famo ke abi kala ngoyta bukata
baranko Allah mo ni nyante biam lamba yoni brama sedi e kele sifata wolon kundi dara o manyinya
mira kutela
wasifal tenta idiamu
mira kutela
ndeka mo lebbe wala kata kelo la jaman na fa soto
ndeka men mira bi ni kaw mira ha ito kelo
wallahi
ndeka na bal wala mira bi
an ko mo be la wuti sa
yo sira no ni do ko mira
abi bakana fe ne kele na me ko musuko kelo ha lamba nya kala fitala brama sedi fana nya kala fitala
moro ngoy na tamen wofo
moro beli kotan
haydu
man nin ko mo esimo tari awle da tari sila ko to kata sa de ko tungo nim banko meta
ba
tungo anim banko meta ha
tungo ka mo banko
miyaje nye walin jikono
ba
jikono de
to nya
mfamara na ta iya
mfamara mara
kilion aka nya fende jela jala fitawal
muno
nka ni ta nya fende solo ya bitu to la fitawal war muy tade wala mu muso ko la sungudu ba mu biya ala fitawal ni na din kewaye mun kata habib din do sobe ta ba ko habib to akonye ko la fitay futa soloma ya fa ni atare man saban ayam ma koy ngadi ni won
moro ngela ko moy bak yalon kewo nel mala sobe yalon funa fututa folo ni mu kewo man futu ibuka la sobe yalon do sobe yata dindimma na muso solo don aka fo wulinde bari nde solo nyen sato kono jamma ke ba furinde
hani jaay fara
ma ndum fuku on dati hani bari ni min nata sobe ya silola ni me ma ko no fana mbukatinya mfamara ngalon na abibulon nyindi ngode to nyako muhammad abama abinki abe fudurun tele maulude bara abe fudurun tele alena tata karfan tema fo nga topodo fasida bila fasida molle nyabola monata wuli kana noma alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin
tento man soy
afum famare ko nte nga men tara mbani mfala ndo wala fala man halume man ko do normal dala sina nen transo asa mana nga futu wasi na futu na fulo keme saba dala si saba anin transo saba wala mun na futu na fulo ay ko do sama nga futu wasi atele alon abe banda abe bungo fanira musie atele wolo abe minkela musie atele wolo yina be ndila anin horomo ni mbunya ayo dinna muso nyin na dale nga wulula bari mada jiko min benna tuma do atisina jiko do soto min ndila jiko ma bari al safa ko busan nen jango malla fala
wata kala
ye muso nen foya ko mo de
wata kala
malla fuwala andu horomo ni mbunya malla ko do la lefta horomo la ani mbunya isa fa ko ye kodo kurwo kina nga futu nyandi te
solo mera kuma kundi kuma kende ba tara ko mama nyana nyina la ye mun tare mamo le ya tare fa la fakara wala da fa tembo do bi o te manyina ni mu do de ko jama fo kan nyamu yere mere won hani fendo mo bawara be dari na tek ya kala mu so ni yo be bu la je na ta fa ko sa lafta dala si dan min taransu futu way siti keme saba dala si saba alin transu saba way mu sorol ji iman ke mo hadi mo rubutu ngolon ne inshallah na diata alay mbako mo futu ndilama adum mamirabe kala kas atakala ku mere
bismillah
atakala ku mere
bismillah mbe samla la fana futu sidi lu bombo mo de ko mo la
Ani ko ke kana fo kani. Yalo yinyam bela ko.
Na no ya. Afaya asita bumbu ba jak. Futu be sitel mo mina ni mero fo bafla ni. Acha. Futu sitel mo mina ni aja laja. O to le amen.
Kamba mali.
So be ala
ani do ka ni be nya wala ani be nya bi taw nasi ada ni zata kono ngom wada badala
muna hawdi me kolon man koy
won ka nyalo badande dorong
ni wuli kini koy di ngokunde ni
mu yalo ngo yawu du fa pare akata musot ite be mun kala ni mo jamun lafta ta dira
ko
ke
ni ne mu
ani kon se wota la yam
afay bu mo
ani ko ba fama ka ya war jang ana kala jang
yo fanda yo isi kon
yo bismillah
fama ko ndonye
aba
ko ndonye alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alhamdulillah rabb yedi muso so to banko ga aha ko gay nakodu ko kan skol nyaade tente
na tallulo
nyaade
lo kum fula ye julo min tan nabi ko kono
ko nte tamata lan tijang boy mbula tan ma ka julo kali tan
sanga bonni
wa mbula rek ndako di la
ko te bula
wa mbula ko
ko ita ni ni
ko mala fi ngakele ya
na koro ni lafta ni preta men preta won
ko
mu ne bi ja
preta min la
abula bang sama abula
kili bana don ko don pour la ajibe bang look at this
ha mu ne ke tamini be keri
ni foire ding lo ko fula na ko ba mo foire ding ite wa ite ke mulu njaw ko fen ko
mu ne be keri ala fonye ma munam nin lo kum fula na talulu julo lo bana aka bori ngala mbuka je fa wado fa mbuje nabi yole la ka ran ko masilol talulu julo wala bana
talulu dron ha ko this man ni mu idenol ti boy ya la sana
ni idena aboni
ni wala ta kar ko man lan kam wala boy
talulu ila fanyin ka fo be ko mandila wala talulu dron aka bori nal aka bori nal
sa bori talulu la boy
aka bori nal
ka julo kan nyam fo man ka julo kan ya lokki
magane ya
mboga dum be da bete la men lon
ay la talulu bondi yena
imaje sara le ajo wa tayna na falum samanya wayi kala nyim boy ang tole baltiman bilaya
ila talulu fanyin ci
ko nakko do ci ga dinna
mata ci ka bang
ko do nyika bang
ko mata ci ka kana
ko do nyika
imaj yenge sadala
yo tay a bantale say dan manol timo la
ila dan la say dan manol ni ka nyam ya ka do nyama
yes ito so fonon tay
nsa fona imaj ko tanjole sadala
wanda income jamal dundi da biti ko kono jay mo lo
ida mate
tay wa e bal head boy ngata
ida mande
ngata ni sman se bal head boy lo boy ngata boy ni mu ide no boy ko boy
nanko bang ite fanan badu nga kuma kilim foy
boy tento no mi ame geto you
no boy ni jibe ba boy ni jibe ba boy
but you know I get more than $50 a month
you know that boy bari fanan be ko kele fangola le at least boy ite fanan boy
so you are embarrassing me
no ite fangola be fango embarrass kan
so it's cool
ni talulu kilingo boy ni fela ka fo be ko mandila pour ite ite da
boy ite me I don't give a fuck about that ata boy nya kasina ni ngin mutam ba fala
yo tiro kan di bata so yo fa de buka fere different wala jinne na la sinna pero do bat Allah kan do bat salam alaikum wa alaikum salam go nyuma fele mara famu agara famu bala tele fe sawo do o kay anu man ke kele kotal ay do su ko ari be sire ku jarne kan do la mayna bo ko na sija na mo ko de kan man fa nyoso do nkide da bo ko mbara fi de bala sira sam bismillah ko non ko bebi kotal edro Allah nyima bar famu ke adale fe sawo do ani bare ya edela ka bo fa akodi ayo ya ani edela nata edela ka bitu Allah abi no kota hedro bari an dala ka bo bari famo la kada bari dala ka bo ke bari ha wala nyanda gela gonda lam ke ba de bana ko bana ke ba wala bala so nyanda lolo to bana o ko ni e ba janna songo le songo ada be janna de mala fa bala ko ko songo na abala ko fa mata fa nan jela be jamanta do nyalan ka do janna ni mala ke ni ne so so kan ko kota Allah ay mala kana famu bar dala ka bo itu nya ay bu don ko ba ada bukan kali itu na ada bukan anda bar ngasih nang tangan nasi ngakaja atau nyalam deh lo mo le lo na ba
ibe bi tanate wallahi famo ke kuma di man ni wonnata ha ani sukuro ha ko famo mu ngobe ni nga fodro e fana kido e bola aballa yalla nata ben kibar di man ni wonnata
kana na uta
mun ambatu
yalla sama fiat
mun e bayla moy doron don tumo man si yalla nata ben ali diw abi ko aram so ba solo mo ibe fiat
ko fiat bulo way ila abib na abib kay na abib
be kon na abib ay men nyina be bola bunda be dunna be din kiri ngo faatu korta ngawle nyina
yalla bi ko bi furu ngoko furu ngo biriyelo ina mo don dungo ko na dia te wolu ngolu walu na bal nako ay bal so
kila ba horom ala man fana bolena
abi mu dinken do ka maten
ko di
dinken do ka ba se won lay fa se won fa ila nyimmal abi mo kay
ndaw de
fana
na ta butungo ala ke tata
maso bado do bal won cende ala kana cende andi no
na muto
na dia ta ale wonu bambutulo mo la sanna wonu ma mo le fo ya lon ko abi ya lon ko bare babu
alon ko bal sigo lo
fana wolu ndandonal fa lon ko baba buli
wolu bi ko ita man
dinken do ma nyaade ke
yo mbama sata
zedu ko to ka jolon ne
ye se amra na kurto ka jolon
aka jolon ne zedu aka jolon ne
ye
zeyd
yenna
ibabe diamo ya ko kurto ka fa man ba masana so
okay
ko ngalo da men de ka fa ko fa man na kurto ka jolon ne
na se fa amra na kurto ka jolon
jibe don kurto je islam fo uto bala nyame ani da do la
no zayon no anyway ndekata ida
ajibe kende ja nda ajibe kende ko ja
ko yaje jawo be tan wato watete alo mano ngindro
ndolo be masa dinkin do mañale mona nyimu fenne ibide la kurto be jobala bi wasila bita mo kendo ko waket afele kende te yamo inata wat kukut
bariyalo
ko ku da man folo ngalon ka
ha bariyalo
ko ku ndi ala ka bande
bi men kele dindingol le mu minuté yalo ñunu foye ya mari ye duwanin sada ñini ye duwa doron namu de bar dindi hakkilole be ñulle be damente ñunu malo memu menti malo futube nato itala ka wakili diya mo la doron ye ya mari ye wakili diya mo la doron abe falin nale
ima ngalo nante mo la kendo soto woto ala fu do men fana se mo ala dana nyam fo ala saka nyonya
kana wole to bari mo la kende mal men be bulu ta soto la ila men be bulu i kap dar fano le ta ya city fay bam man koti ya bam sinin sama abe yele malale ko kele mo katu de
mama nen se riya mata janda abe dula
ma da abe yele malale wo
a wolu mo fana wolu mo fana mbat
ko di
no wolu mo sit
man sada dana la ko mo le ka fali da hani bi da mira ni ya chopoti ya keda ikan ka kumuta
habar fale fana ka kele
bal koku ande kata da budal ka jayam
yo
ina ndam mambalo soto nante balo soto no lambe ina dato soko terendre kuma fo mambalo jabe la bar yendoran seydu la ko ni ngamira la mboko suto
ami akane suto sino baliya ye ko kurndi nje jongo dala alale kaleka ya imbe njete amanta dula to folo dinding hakilole bala ibe duwale nyinin na yesa dalu baye e kariya maro laje abe falinnal falin bali ya kumante de abe falinnal mo moron dinni da nyaalo mo kanati ne ni tora bar mbitawol bar wolun kana fo hanga o
bana falo to folo
ngawlonde
alasan nem manke mo folo
bala ngawlonde o koy damal ko mbita ya
salam ya
bari ha ay fana kodi
ay o kay wakane do ma na say do ala beta
Halo.
Ya Pap.
Halo.
Yes.
Ina tira kulal ko tanki mina kata. In fact mina kata muna na problem uti. Nga fake kana je big man call, you know.
Ya start ko tanki di
Muna start, you know mina kata.
Te fana te man na den son ka kule fana.
Sa ina de mina la.
Idol store la fef network dinan kata. Nga fenori la to sa.
Ni store jang watu so manda ikana ko di ko problem wala. You understand? Tente ko do tembulo kono. Ite store jang anytime non ko di ko rek. Nga foyle mi nyumol ba mina tayo okay.
ila mo ngana fay ba
ise fo ma kino nyam ye wurul ma ko no
ila me ngana fo intete do ko kala
no ete do ko
intete do ko ka kati tel card me tel data card na
sa o julo wala kunduta in fact ente jela I don't have money
500 o dina ba
ko do tembulu ko do tembulu ala mi
ko do kar 500 tu de fa na dimon na
so ko I'm sick and tired of you now yala mi in fact ila ko na fa mutana ba ila ko na nko nyimuta bam please you get out of my house
nko 500 o dina ba
nko 500 o fele wala ila ko na please get out of my house fundina bun ko no mala problem wala ila ba go fam fele please na fundi ba nko fundi bang na ko diam demal fundi ila ba go muta amuta get out of my house I'm better at you are a gold digger itam every time you itam dina ko don ka do ku tere ha
okay la me ngana fo
itam ndo fonni
ila mo do
ta bande ta
ila mo rek kala mo foy mbe finti la bari nsenyi foy ko ntina la ila nyimbu kono jam
ndama sula
kotenke andum kanan kol kotenke
ndela mo sula ke ja get out of my house ko fundi ndela gana fatela go out gold digger itam ndo ko do ndo ku ka do ku tere ita tubudo ita meluna wa ni man kun soda wayi man kun soda fa man man kun soda o ku furu ndama da blolo ko ko den every time na bun ko kodo ni sort of what like is money problem me I'm sick and tired of you no more in my life again gold digger
minti dia kan ko demande bal
Bonjour, baby.
Jamme, Musa.
Bonjour.
Alors, baje ala ti dada.
C'est très bien. Baje, hein? Baje ay do ko no de, hein?
Baje say.
Ni kaya dara ko.
Ah, do ni la faje. C'est bon. Okay.
Yo, supru fela kai. Yo.
Ya do ko la supur jama.
Ah, do man ding ko man so okay.
Odo.
Akanya.
Bien, merci.
Mbatu ngama.
Yo, faut ngaya, hein? Yo. C'est très bien. Oh.
Jangan ramai. No. Ali ngandasa.
Sini guys. C'est fini.
Musa fo bata. Ko fo bata.
Ya.
Musa.
Na?
Tuba du benyade.
Ah, mbinki tuba du abije de barje mandia.
Je mandia kai.
Tuba mandia.
Ah.
Ni tata je dal bataru ne ban.
Dalum kai.
Silang han kabi. Ko ni ko be dem ne yalo ko be la fin kata tuba.
Wallahi jam fangoto.
Ni ko ya mandia ibu kala.
Ibu kala kai.
Wadi foni mentata.
Ha,
je mandia.
Isinalo.
Ha. Yemande
tonya
tonya je ko le atale mandia de ni ko moy je diata ha mandia
kai wallahi
baje
Na?
abeli
Mbija.
famo geta
Billahi kata famo. Je molle.
Bebije.
Kortana.
Adro.
Yo je be nyandi.
Ah, mbije ro.
Abedia.
Ah. Alfana bien.
Mbeja.
Bien, merci.
Kortana.
Tanate?
Je molle.
Bebije.
Yo mol famo te.
Ah, famo tele wala nyama. Yo. Bingi.
Na.
Baji saya menta de.
Amen tale.
Bingi woto woni buri jam baji do man dindi ma.
Wallahi do ya. Ah,
ani nyata.
Baje.
C'est très solide.
Ado amanda wala. Baje senia do kuo. Baje ente da hande. Anu baje bukata dula.
Voilà.
Abim feni mbun kono doro. Na yi bandiro ayela.
Merci beaucoup.
Baje. Baje. Ite nyaya nyi nyale.
Bingi.
Baje senia ni tabiro. Baje nyonte.
C'est très bien.
Baje kay do kuo doro. Senia ta wonyale fana. Baje ente buloni simu.
Voilà.
Ado kuo senia do abukata dula.
Alors mais wala be
dorong.
Ah mais ane be kala
wala baje seniata. Ndebuka fen ken ko enjete.
Bingi.
Ndi no wayda.
Itilen dul kulu.
Wallahi
nyame ndef na kulu nyama be daji ko ken do
so wala nyam baje do kuo senia. He abang manta wa.
C'est bon. Fana kala fo wala.
Ndi kenda kuluta e mbatu. Adu ni ma fayta janam kata. Baje be jandoro.
Okay.
Anya bala du kuoka. Ala kuo ngala tentu.
C'est bon Bingi.
Ah.
C'est bon. Bingi.
Na?
Yo lafta futala na ko dara jana yalla be dogo kanje.
Kureta je.
Lafta ka tajeji.
Yo. Bismillah. Barkane me.
Non te mela.
Ina yela yesino.
Ibata le sikaja.
Ibata.
Mbaje.
Na?
Mbatu ngana ngafende sabena. Ni muta nan. Mbadi le yamu.
Oh. Yo bato mala bule dati. Mala bule dati.
Ngafende bedele sabana.
Mala bule dati. Nana tempai la
Iyo ngana timi. Ndo nguro kanikanya tawe sa.
Kono bata.
Dalo meke ajanyo meke dalo mere mo ajanyo meke dalo kano vana ajanyo meke saga mere mo ajanyo meke dalo Lole me dangema jadan jayo jadan jain te poneno ma
Hello
ani mandangu
hello abedi
ani
ngol kata tema bani kata nyuto okay na yesa moyo
Ite be jamma fola. Ito do?
Ito mo yama na dito do.
Yama. Mariama. Okay, Mariama.
Ito do?
Dito mo Musa.
Musa.
Musa, yeah.
Okay. Kaya jalon ne?
No, manjallo mbake me alors fonko la sutu jam, korda la sutu jam, kamello. Wala nan nata jamma fo. Na korda be jamma fo.
Okay, wala jata bake.
Yeah.
Barin jabe jila ni joso la de kan soja.
Jabe jila ya? Anta do man ni.
Jalo ngini jita ya.
Ne alors musitan wala.
No ya le entara silo kanya ya.
So okay. Okay. Hey, Mariama. Na bang. Na. Merci. Allô, lefta maintenant. Lefta yele nomba dina.
Nomba. Nomba be mbulle de bar nomba bale ni wata ko de woni.
Ay problème so. Bar nomba be buli.
Nomba.
Okay, nomba dina.
Nomba ba ti be ben ko le nyaadi.
No dina don.
Nomba.
Okay. Ahora. Merci beaucoup. Hein? Merci. Okay. What the jama bang? Entende bang? Entende bang?
Johnson la tara ginja wa mbi.
Okay. Aud la rojana.
Johnson.
Okay. Okay. Voilà, merci. Ça imbe mengela. Ibening 2000 omutla ye mobile so yam.
Oui, nimbe.
Nyinta.
Mobile.
Aye mobile so yam. Mbe ko la yam. Okay, voilà. Merci beaucoup hein. Voilà, c'est ça. OK. Bye bye.
Brian Kalani. Ababylon Kalani.
Wait, young.
Hey, boy, go. Nasi, boy.
Why can't I back a little?
I'm not your phone, you know. Cool. But I'm a kid bring A for Z. Ah, sir, but I'll be the banda, you know.
What are you?
Go to the moment for it. Go to my Kenyan and $50,000, you know.
$50,000.
Hey, $50,000, boy. And the Katawa come on bank. Be $25,000 jail. Makulungo Joe boy, I don't met a time of cooling for any boy, no. Not a bag way, I don't know. 10,000. No delay.
$10,000 into the water.
Hi, it's a long fun.
You're not like.
Yeah.
Like, come on, $10,000.
Hey, woman, do man do anything. Nintara for cool be settled. Could be cooler or a corner. Could be cooler or a corner. Marva Darasode. Error boy be cooler or a corner. Boy, to be Tiala boy, Tiala ne. Boy, you be Kujamal Tamton told Tema boy, name of Fen you be water. Boy, Tebe will kill a leg. Can't offer your phone, Tebe will kill a leg. Boy, but if I boy from the town, I'm Andy.
And that's a banana and
tea reg boy. Can I go? No, I'm Boy, I don't theatre Kanukatami mo. Do you have Konakona film baiting on theatre Kanukatami old baiting, no? Ah, it's a fun boy. Say, oh boy, Fema Nasilo boy, take the Contana or boy, more baby, we can boy, but I'm here to carry in January, so take chance to cut boy, take the Contana or Lale. Ah, boy, fun boy. Smile bang, you be. Ah, boy. Yeah.
Can't I manage Malapuri at the end of
Malone, Nintati ba feel like, huh? But Ndafana ba feel like because meda nyo bulu nyami anin ku jama letam dan tema yalone jawle di amul ke batata man ko matine ya hakilo lifin say maji kay rasilo fela branto le tol be nyaabe bo kan tol le fe no boy batame me kerin jam boy bring ever z say abele banta boy say njibi wan kabri 1 million njibi kana nyaatale wala ah ita fana ate hay boy
kana ngina ni ta
hay so yarane baranga na tay no ko don nyimbe bank le mata nga ko do nyinta nen nata yala tenta dila manna kuwel ke no ngata boy fan so bata ko na boy te alon ne cewol meta diamu la le alright
mo banta la jam fulon ko ta batari mbakel fa
yeah okay na den ko dina ngo dum folo no ya alon ne
seteng
yeah anku ya ile kontana we kirim fa alon chabo no ye bunde da chabo ya ah okay kon maran te ta no yeah
ten ta kan dal tinta fana mo so mo ko nda he ko man kata marso wato fana nga fen ko tol sa ngata ni daga ro sa en fana namu fana kata wala ndi ko do mo na do mo ta
Hello, Jamalo.
Ntale Musa.
Musa Jama.
Woluntile samanu moto la.
Okay. Musa. Abenyali.
Kabringe kamu ben kontanta bake.
Anyway, abarka bake yenso leaf la. Second leaf ane iche ko dinna. Abarka bake.
Ah, wonte fenti wum fali mo dronati. Bari yalo lafta menna. Lafta na drive bine kama nyanta tala sima wala.
Sima. Ah. Mbela filalal de bari
mu lafta uraro 8h na sofero bine kama ngata sima wala. Malla fiya bayde.
Okay, problem tije. Mba batulal 8 o'clock ah. Okay, problem tije.
Okay, bye.
Alright. Tani penje si yakiri ndoro. Biye ako dina. Kachego dina 12,000. ha bari batu be ko kele nyin ikele moy nyoje bibi ikaye nga funti nga ta dina mbatu akoko do da babu ana do mo kala
sis bari ba nice dinere ha ngana ngene ni bina ko rete sibina
me ba dinere
ni nya si fa bil
ha
ndele blaga si wadore ne kam
be ben dinere
ben si fa bil aja
si ta rote da
si ibe over ayo tsambi over nice ni sis kana ngena ni bina ka yana dinyo
okay
kana ngena ne
Wow. Chape, fele badring, no? Ibe over la dime. Boy, ibe sinandi ne pachaki. Over nice ni pa. Paringo. Eke pare mi tuwa kamate.
ah jeri ma do bota na France ay invite dina la ni wala ka dina la ja
Tina. Pare ma ofonte di.
ah fonte tanya ta ko foite
Keda. Ni so den change. Pare ma diamu, ni na ma diamu te kan wonya, no?
bay ya lo wonya amuta wonya takata
ta sila famanda e kam la batuja mbara ta la fatere jibe ben stop kan Zey fe buka mo ngam tay ben stop kan na be mo mu la kan fi na fatere jibe ben stop kan hey ta chim na fini da fanna bu ngoka nora ni noko kama ngena hana sibo fo buka kede ko ate musi fala ko no por fo man diante
Te kan wonya, no?
bay ya lo wonya
Lajang c'est très joli, ni nyata.
Ni nyata.
Oh, nice.
Para mala France aussi de.
Oh, France, no, ya no France no do tekire no laki. France ni jam fatatale. Okay.
Sawa ni bako.
Imagine tu fanang nganya no je, kana nganya jan mo nganya ika. Ari nduru to janne.
France na France ya be, abu nganya no je.
Ana France ya be ro. Ite ko be nganya la France. Ite ko do so nyawnya. Mulli bi mulli jël min yalla ko yi ko do sototi.
Woto ko de be siari ni.
Singanya nyawnya ra bi mulli jël me nganya noti. Tun singanya min to bi janti. Ko so murna ngana jam.
Wo ka ya fa nyawnya ni rek anya to wanya.
Fanan kan nganya kenu jande. Min be ko do mo la mba do mo la jande. Min ba tinyala min tinyala jande.
Tinyala jande.
Wala mo.
Okay.
Sayang, come on. Baringin dal ya. Dulu moron dulu kan bulul tam bukannya nyasur nak.
Baru. Saya yang Afrika knife.
Bukannya nyasur bukan.
Jadi saya telepon itu.
Ya, Ma. Selain ini pula, janjinya ni.
Jangan. Itulah naik tabak kalau yang dia nomor biasa le.
Okay. Lepas tu, nyaya ulung ni juga. Mana kamu ngeran nomor? Lepas tu orangnya. Lepas ni nak dia kontan komen kontan tanya.
Kontan. Kontan tadi.
Ane ulung pernah ulung mengenye. Ngis kamu auto lawat men. Kontan tak. Onim bitema. Mantro militi kelim bukan ini. Watu ngakilo bekan rom bela ko mira la. Bela ko mira la watu rom bela ko mira. Lafta men bila mbafale. Lu mag ma foy nak. War bi lafta nga foy même bento. Kam de ni lafta ko la même bento bukanu ko kafale. Du mandin kul ko kuro akakoy kuro bla.
To nyati.
Tembe France. Bari mamus nim ke lafta ngana guru banko ko muso nim je. Kabin na ngete je nak. Tu mamu time sudah ko rek. Ngedam male. Nge kanu fulla ba mo mandan la su nona. Ako.
Dawe Musa ita mau kuota ya.
Oh, mantar ya ni. Mantar ya. Man ningkul ko aduni. Fo nyimere si mo la ma man su kursi. Mo ni ya ni même de ta fo. Man jara nukunna.
Okay, wong to.
Fem man de to ko yeblo cho de fema fay to do la sanne. Inshallah.
Okay. Ciao.
Okay.
Dalo meke ajanyo mandia, dalo mele mo ajanyo mandia, dalo mandia. Kanovana ajanyo mandia, saka mele mo ajanyo mandia, dalo mandia. Jayo, jadan jain te pone noma. Anima Anisinya buyambe Anisimba ikabodemu Jadaya So kampana yoy Bala mini jaga dinna jamai kare musoli hoy So Sutumbarike Diyema Alale masaya diyela Njama masaya diyema Alale masaya diyela Njama masaya diyema Alale masaya diyela
Okay.
Okay, sana you are like.
Ngomina flajali jara moderating. Okay, hello. Baraka bake brother Kekendo. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum badingol. Mbadin jiber lala ni na lamor lal mbala kontana ko denke. Kal welcome once again to our regular programming. Nkaben kale on UDP TV&MEDIA. Bi arabadun karo October karo 2018. Mbadingol kon delta kala nyamen. Na political discourse on wala sambala nyang ko denke ntele mo la brother Sanajaju. Nina ko moderator sister Jara Isane. The other panelists will mention Tarajambi Walem brother Karajula Jaliti and him brother Surahata Fati aka Solomon Haider. Member Nyamasingoto as usual Walem brother de Kendo. Mba konto namba Jaila anina ke baba member ma ko kan duma men kata lawyer Yankuba Dabot. Mbadi won ba fulale. Thank you so much for joining. And welcome to the UDP TV&MEDIA. Again, we are streaming live on Facebook, the YouTube and Twitter. As usual, Mbadingol, I'll program on you share as much as you could. Mbadana fana real terror fana invite kule na program on you njibe. Na topic mabale so jam korenga once again na left kamen kacha. So Mbadingol, na topic kol men so jam bi left kal men kacha wole mu na topic follow be kala men wole mu. The president of the Barrow Youth Movement, Menkata Ansu Singatati. Bi kibaru kaito do atandi men kata standard newspaper di ko ita mem fonsol soto pour que jamon loy lefta men lola Gambia sato kono mbadi ngol nal haklo bakanu banko president during the mid the farmers talk I promise you di le kono iba bo holol ni jamon lola le through this Barrow Youth Movement for National Development but bi ni wo kafo fon le president men kata Ansu Singate di wonata foko fonsol table iba ni jamon lola menna mbal laftalo no sa mine be keri kibaro do fani atandi molale konunko one Senegalese philanthropy man me alon ko wala ni lahido di nun ko be banko president ma ko lañu ko dolla wal ko do man finti folo wala man finti ma folo italia ko ñi finti ni ko ba kelal mbadi ngol na ala sonda mba tandi dala jam fanan koko Fatu Network ye modole invite la platform do me alon ko wonata diamunun tulo la kuola do tulo me alon ko ko ende finti la Gambia sa do kono Mano nying asita jela ko the Gambia government is having 0% out of that oil drilling me nyande kala Gambia badi on lafta nyini karo ko dame wala minti ko harma dungo men ko kumo ko no nyamata maybe men be ala moy ko nyama nyana mala in common sense how can we have oil in our country the government is 0% soto now understand ko oil drilling amany oil drilling man tra commencer kam ko kibadul ka fo nyame yanta testing ne kala wayenta kala end of this year o testing ni compagnie sabale beje o compagnie sabale wala mufa Petronas ani Erin Bangambia masakunda wala anani njam bal sial min nyanta siale tema o be depend na la tulo nyimbe findila nyame anu la fa testing men kala mbadum wala min de kalong tulo membe sur la Gambia quantity jelle beje when it comes to commercialize ñin nan kibaro de mialon ko aboda the Gambia Ministry of Communication and the Ministry of Energy Bundado. But shiny mokatalo kafoko, Gambia government is having a 0% out of that. Badungal 4 cents megale. Namra badungal nim protest bekela protest bi Gambia entekela against Fatu Network lati. Fatu network to mialon ko mantra sirin fena Gambia pour que Gambia mislead. Abuka information for mialon ka be Gambia mako wala be Gambia masakunda mako. Ate is all about negativity. So namra mbo ko fan kacala jan badungal. No topic sabanya mi kala mento wala badungal kanila en kolbe kumbola namata ko kanila wole kumbo dari junale sanji fula mambam folo itele kumbole ka koleyata muso do beje ya bondi video to o video nyin QTV wala ba interview ka muso nyin ko itel ila president koto e mentu ye jang wala mo nakoti free water free electricity free food wol be kundutal man soto say so itel ko nyi man sakunda itel jamfale mbadi wol na question be kala mentu wala mo fo man sakunda koto e mentu kanila everything free for them fo nyi man sakunda koto nyanta wala continue dila wala for is it right for only one village a village Mealonko, it has a population of less than 2,000 people. Walienda ka free geosoto, free kuramo, kunko free just because president la sato lo munje. Mbo ko kachala jande badingol nyindam topic sabo de men soda le jam. Wala again dani be duna topic ko kono. Atel jibe la anim fan sol mbal tentula mbal jayla. Ba fla la baraka for your continuous support of this platform. And again, al program on isia ala friends will invite. So dani be duna topic ko don sana sister bula na ko moderator for the night men kara sister jaray. Anate badingol e nyokonto jaray.
Hello sana abaraka be mo be konton na bafule aketa famandi ngoti bari do ko le bulole mutata doron bari hakilo be katara alkanne sana bafula na viewers ko ya baraka again be tentula ko tenke be jayla wate sister Fatite Fatila Sise be konton na brother Musa be mo be konton na sana Aissatou Koli bi sonko be mo be konton na Lamin Sila Junior Sara mbafala mobe ko ala baraka benna broda konton Mohamed Mundo mbafale ko baraka Aissatou Kole Lamin Sise mbafala mobe baraka for watching us. Can you please share nalma share ala try alias share janne UDP TV and media bijanga altole mbafala na fellow UDP ngoli Gambia no lieko ntol bijang pour Gambia le ani UDP nga feo fendim fojang nimma na ninga mbulata min kasida salon ko isi hakko boyndi moli salon ko ala la danya le woti bari mamin pour ka kuma fo mi yalon ko kuma jawolem mbafule fanan ko ninga fem fo fanan mi yalon ka kende yata salon ko bitum ala la ko le mo fananti mbe mo be kontona mbe na party leader kontona ba Usenu the vice president of the Gambia ba Usenu Dabo the CEO of UDP TV and media mba konton na mbe na entire UDP executive for konton na mba fala modi ko la baraka for watching us mba fala all na viewers all ya baraka na badi ngel be Gambia mba fala ka baraka and in diaspora let them thank you very much for watching us album follow la wati mfana album wol dream soul kono wati nal tolti jang te tar la siring jang mba fala modi le ko ala baraka Maimuna Sise, Maimuna Mbafule ko thank you. Mariama Sise, sorry, Mbafule ko thank you very much. Anim Bukari, chat Mbafule ko thank you very much. Memobe kontona na fanto mimbewe diaspora Gambia Mbafule ko thank you very much. Bitung ifanal near time soto don ifanal kanaye la famul kam platform to UDP do kolem banku do kolem mbele kanyanta jam momondi anything soto do lafta min folo do yena jam. Na amsol are all open to you alena mbenga fonyo kan mbenga kachanyo kan badin kachale ndrombe Gambia sambala nyafe nyamambe UDP sambala nyafe nyami sana baraka kekendo thank you very much sana thank you for having me here today bijane the whole week manta hani dulata sana thank you
okumomo diada thank you so much sister Jara yelo content kendo do it's a pleasure to have you two on this platform.
Lambe jaila bake mbafule ya baraka ila family ila muso mbafula ko baraka musole mati mi yalon ko jigen jumun gor la mbafula ko ntelenga kistana ya mbafula ko ate manyo soto la nga promise wala ate manyo tam ko don abe sabarli so ko don Darai kami garanti jawaban koy de kana yo garanti folo kanin tenga garanti le obantale manyu ate osotola ila yo midin danko da ayente ni te bulanyim platform moto jandaron no problem afa ka bulobe santo tele nga garanti wala asana baraka thank you very much ininke kendo other panelists bafle ko ya baraka la hata ngalo be domoro la hanisa mam pintinam folo bebe bi konto na sana afo bebe farmata ya baraka ya moy afa ko mbapana always about that be UDP TV that be UDP
ako for it naman dito Any day in Finara Bon contract, the first question is that, Daddy, are you doing UDP today? So, come on, Sister Jara, thank you so much. I also take this opportunity to say a wonderful thank you to my lovely wife for her understanding.
Yeah.
Time on UDP platform. But I really appreciate our understanding for that. She's definitely behind me and she's supporting me full time on it. So it's all about the love that we have for our UDP, our leader, Lawyer Usenu Dabo, and the Gambia as a whole. So Kamala, thank you so much. Platform.
Bangla chairman Obijang Suntu Dafe Mbafalai for Mbakonda Mbatin to Lambaja Lambar Suntu brother Suntu. My chairman, I did not forget the assignment. I will come back to you. Thank you very much for watching us. Asanam Fangala Boslem Woti. Mbafalai ko
Abaraka Baken, Sitan brother Yami along at the same time at the technician or team body wall, Minkara Boda Kendodi, a fan body on your condom, Nala Ninka Chada for the Fanambe join Alibi Panelison. Kekendo.
Abaraka Bake Sana, Abaraka Bake Sister Jarai, Mbalbe Controna. Ben Napanalisol many along came Madunam follow, Be Fanambe Controna, be welcome in advance. Na so mefana jibe kamba fala ko ala baraka bake stay tuned ning kazata rafunya do man correct be code yalla le pour ala contribution al sina nang ala contribution na nanje because ala contribution ka kuma baba bakele ka modol moje ala contribution ko no they are really amazing so ala baraka funya do sana
baraka bake boda ke kendo ifana na konto ndiri kendo la again be fana tentu lembe jala our continuous prayers is with you ebe do ko kendo ben kam platform e sudatili. So Kamala join sign. This is your own platform, the UDP TV&MEDIA. Baflale, welcome and thank you for joining us. Naboda Menkamta, brother Mohammed Singatati all the way from Angola. Betentulem Bejaila and Badingol. Naboda Mohammed Singati abe Angola le and Angola right now Kulo Kula Kola and the Mandi Luntongol Fejele. Balafla Alianso Duala now Gandhi Badingol babysitting Angola for Ala Sonema. Ni masakunda kutombe siri ya kolani luntang mala so kamala baltel dan la mi ala katel mun family members and Muhammad is part of this family and in Gambia min bebe siri Angola ne bulana dual kono and be dual kala wara in se dual laji so kamala atul jibe dal mbafana bode Abdullah Jaban thank you for joining King Keba Sise all the way from Atlanta Mbafle thank you for joining Fatou Sila Sise from Germany Inike Mambal Kontona for your continuous support to UDP and this platform Ibrahim Manka Mbafle Baraka Ndokunyo Menkata Boda Usman Sise Mbafle, thank you for joining. Boda Musa Sedi, Menkata Ndokunyo to platform or Mbafle Baraka for your continuous support to this platform. Jalaman Job, if I don't body me along Kosuta Telebemol Noma, Mbafle Baraka, Yus Jaite, Bemba Bayo, Afanamo, another formidable supporter to this platform, Mbafle Baraka, Lamin Silla Gino, Farfenyanko, Mbafle Baraka, brother Lamin Sise Mbafle Baraka, sister Aisatu Koli from New York, Mbafle Baraka, Yusuf Jaite Mbafle Baraka, Sajo Dabo, Betentram Bejaila, MC Shai Kamara, Ifana Baraka, Nenyango FYKS, Mbafle Baraka, Bakli Drabe, Mbafle Baraka. Your wish is always our command. Atalaya Sabun Karaja Sudatili, Baltentra, Baljaila, Kamala. Kamala from Bafrali, Ali Hakadu, Ali stay patient with us, Baldanla, stay with us. This platform is here to stay. Remember the platform or the Alasonda, Benakaroda Mokelale, Ninja Kende and Beje Kai. We will be here every day. Narman Sanaji, Albejara, Narman Jara, Albemodo, Albejara, Narman Jara, Albesurata. We have a membership of 56 people on this platform. So everybody can do the job. So Kamala, Baltentula for your continuous support. Your wish is our command. Atalamona backbone. What we are going through, Abemu Kolia quality, but at the end of the day, Kolia Kairo about Koma. UDP come a long way. Billa ya jamin destroy no jamin. Ya jamin Kodoman San no jamin. Menkara 1996 dentim Bijabi Aklamuta. Menkara Chamu Bijabi Aklamuta. So Biru Montel Paramata Damin to Fenton Paramano correct. And again, this platform is here to stay. Unless and until there is no more UDP and Mamra Bekara. As long as UDP is here, this platform is also here to stay. So Kamala, Bafra le patient sort of with us. Bala understanding from Danila, I'll be different but at the end of the day, we are good to go and we are here to stay. So Kamala Badingol, we start on topic follow. Badingol topic follow Kramenti Biolemu, the president of the Barrow Youth Movement, Menkata Broda Ansu Singatiti, be Naje Kibar Kaito Tole Menkata, the standard newspaper. La Kuma Kankata Menti Wole Mintuko, Barrow Youth Movement, Kodo Mantrable right now, funds mantelable right now, in Basable Jama Lula no Gambia. Paski Wolakata Kibaro during the president's made the farmer store. Ko, the Barrow through the Barrow Youth Movement for National Development, if a Jama Nim Boholo Lola Gambia. I promise you, Karo Karibe Jaman Lula Lola. Sangokono, Obekala Jaman Taworoti. Eko Karo Korokone Bohol Lula Lola. Sangobekono Bekala Bohol Tanworoti. But B, if the president of the Barrow Youth Movement, Menkata Ansu Singate, were from Findida Kibar Kaidoro, I intend to go, funds Mantere Telebu. And there was a time Namole Franco, the director of press, Ami Bojan Sisa Hofania for Kibar Safala Loko, fundraising Bekala organized a project.
Oh my
but
God.
Barrow Findida many attend the Moloko, there is a philanthropist, Mialoko Senegal, Dingole Madi, Mialonko, Woleka in Kodol promise ko ba dida in Barrow Youth Movement, pulling in do Kolke. It will go Kodol Kulata because of promisal Ketara Kodol Memfin to follow, it will a political Walaka. Badu when Barrow Youth Movement killing whatever Yakan Gambe Sato, Kodol Dika Molla. If a Kodol Dika Yakom Pinola, if a Kodol Dika UDP Chakum Manola, Pulmen Sasabu, Yabaro Youth Movement Sembentia. Sang Kachada before Lodam Badu Wolominico, Kodome Alco Barrow Youth Movement by Dika Yakom Pinola, and in Chamanola. Daman Korean Tardula Jamaldo, Leptano Begere, Sasa Belaring, UDP hero Miranco, Boete Belaring, Mankenda, Namal Bin and the Maqueller, letting Korea did a more Leminianco politician on the meeting. Fulanjao, why the president is making a promise or a campaign on something Mialonco, I'm materialized for us. And who is this Senegalese man? Mialonco, at least promise or the Barrow Youth Movement as Sutatili. You more killing president donate about that 55 deep motola, I mean the debitola. In Senegal, killing Banco President Marco, Kalakodalo, member Mankamangunda. Why this man is so interested in the affairs of the Gambia government? Abamum profit la sodokaji, wala bamuna far sodokaji. Because mamela ko nyimako bemulila alale. So me paneli so blal dino nyinkacha kono. Why Barrow Youth Movement kuma sababe folaje. Iko kodo soto la pour que jamon lo anim bo holo. Iko be fundraising nekela pour que nyim bo holo ni jamon lo. At the same time be the president of ko kodo tije pour que nyim bo holo ni jamon lo. So what is going on? But at the end of the day, what goes around comes around. Mini tafal tonyala kalaba. Sister Jarai, nebule dun kachakono, be kerim bi, standard newspaper in the Gambia.
Sana Baraka, thank you very much once again. Buffalo viewers let them stay tuned. Ntol ngaje nyamin kafo wala nyama. Anu amanke kong kafo fo lala nka proof leje. Anu mi alon ko memim fo kante ngaje standard news le. Yeah, understand le. So memim fo kan amanke kong kasile ronga kumo fo min hapun tanka wale fo. Bari sana again ning ansunata ko nyimanke tonyati. Sana sila nyinko jahalo waratale de katung mamira president Barrow sita ay tala tola ka foko lafta nyine kala nyim project so lebina again unata la banteng things are not going well.
Yeah,
things are not going well. President Barrow molia faele ko Barrow movement ayada bondi nyim Barrow movement amon sona mol dankon binim president Barrow ka am Barrow movement support sama ko abe Barrow movement ala be sembentu yala. So we don't know which is which. Nte de malon personally malon which is which. They you know Gambian all day we deserve something me alonko but a problem o min kono for 22 years sana.
Exactly.
Tale Hani project malo, but danko drawn day-to-day life. I saw no ya more. The whole campaign is Ntolman Barrow is just a transitional government. A transitional president. Barrow manajam purka jube ka point soul score purka jube unless and until alafta kela president for how many years to come. But again, ni lafta wala. Gambian ol taye mako emilia lonko vote dalilo min kama itabe ke no la bar at least ilafta minne mako kama Gambian ol ta milie fa kane katandi dala kana promise o mi alonko ita establish no la ita ke no la baro e man ma jam puka ita mola fa baro le betata baro le kitete baro ina tale puka Gambian ol mako Only 3 years old konalta kortamina either 5 years or 3 years them is up to Allah coalition government or kono. government la bari again ni natale pour que mol ma koy ka problem wol be daming ya jamena la mol doñol ye gambianol mil fa ye victimol min bouté ye mol min ye mandi ye mol mil yalon ko ye abuse mentally physically sexually morally ya understand inatale ka wolle ta kenya jofita baro gambianol kenene a fayatale de il lafta minna ke hani ma be ke man 100% okay no serious even 50% yake gambianol e bala fa doyata bala fa warata sorry so imante mutala kula you are not here for scoring political gain inatale pour que transition okay la transition na banda e boje do million ko they want to come in na e dunje ya understand le ni election e fangale yake yaaja e fangale ya foja yaaja menata la tambita ay baronata sorry jawranata la tambita yaaja menata te fanam binala le be tambila so kasi jam ko yaaja me min beke what happen no that amount of years at happen no la potenke ya understand le te fam la fi pour kasi wudulato fam for that long so ning ay moliye minje ila baro youth movement nga fo ele ko baro youth movement ida wala ko mol mi yalon ko criminal ol mi yalon ko ibe capable len ila hajol be lari mo wol topoto no sina jube gambian ol mol be nyin do ko min bela be nyin do ko min bela baro one day may ida bo nyin baro movement e binala lay bela do ko be kala ba kele kensenti habibi nin la hani feng ita je no la je because ina tale pour que fang enrich imanna pour que gambian ol la bala fa daje imanna pour que gambian ol ma koy baro hani ma fo moye fang ko be nyine lola be jame ol lola mbe chojo le lola o mbe boholo le lola man necessary fam baro molla do dañino molla domorota yo sono yande moli ye loyal to the Gambian people ye loyal to patio mi alon ko e botaji ye loyal to those people that's the most important thing bari ka fo ño feyam kan ño nukun Gambia tambita wala sign non to social media man soto problem mo soto ta Gambia bari sign social media soto tale ila bungo kono fam minti nyanta je billahi ni mol pareta ni mol lafta fam ibalona everything happening in your house ibalona le baron tol mala fiye wala ndol laftale bota UDP bota party yo minti yo party yo ta ya kango janga yande baro laftale yeke control because how many times I've been saying this mo tai ifang kono fara ibotan tolle ya ibe anything mukur makarla aman necessary because ita ba commencer ya discuss dami ya discuss bu ngomin fango kono people are there million ko ibina sile ba fintin la bantoto it's a shame ntol UDP ko ntolle laftela ntol UDP ko ntolle be sutura ntol UDP ko ntolle berali le koma ntolle be everything kala pour ka foko baro bota UDP le ñem baro movement ol be min bela is criminal ol men yalon ko fan ni ko do bu kasima ni sima tete da samala ya understand le wol nata pour que fan enrich item be mune soto le be min dino la wala min yalon ko wol nena ma soto ya understand le o be mune dile la mi yalon ko wol bitala ma ifal ma soto no ifaye ko bitala pour ka ke modo e no ibe fangle ibe dole bondi le be ko do min dile le fangle ta yesi ya do moni ko no fata min tuta de ta di po people olla baro mbe danila ala ninki lai this baro youth movement sign everything is contradicting itself everything is going wrong for you nimbota ñun problème o kono ngata problème do kono nimbota problème do kono ninko baro de bide nga baro fenke janne nga fasa janne sama sinimi ibe mimbe fintila wole fang be gena garawla baro nte den se silam personnel nte batatale pour que sembentu ya batatale pour que you know ka yita mobe la ko I supported baro I supported you over and over and over you always spat it on my face you always spat it on our face te sana al nga hakiloto mol min bitale be ko do di la mol la ko be ko dole tala katadi how to call it katadi
yay compinsolning
the yay compin laws and the chairmans 10,000 momuneti 10,000 ya do mo one day second day fanga ila proper dépense o fanga ita to la kono hey ya jamele ko do soto baroti ya jamele ko do soto literally all the president on milbe Africa jam min diata ya bakela so manda tilibula wularo min diata ya bakela aba fole monati nga kan kuntu jansa en tuste bolaji birin ala paret hakama muneketa aya sindi dula killing ayake refrigite everything be fango bulo konole baro e bota dami ye wodo min fo suwo kuta nyaadi le mbuka nyo sute to be honest e hakilo muru nyim baro movement e koy tabulal bari nyim baro movement o nil be min plan ke kama we will see sana thank you very much
abaraka bake sister Jarai comme yafo nyame modo fanga be jamela kumo nyi tona yandi ako this Barrow youth movement they come to destroy President Barrow himself, but ako hopefully one day Barrow will understand that na brother me asafe mora to jibe kanteng but again Abdullah Jabang ako brother Abdullah Jabang ko he needs to disband. He needs to ban this useless movement. I blame those youths who are wasting their time on this movement instead of developing themselves. And again, Sambudaboko, they will not discourage any single Gambian, which is true. Sister Jara Benna, Councilor Kontona Menkata Maimuna Sajo Siseti, she's here with us on the platform. Atala Muntala Councilor, office Mantala office, Atala Muntala Councilor for Kunkujang Ward. So we still wishing you all the best and thank you for your continued support to the United Democratic Party. You are a proud member of UDP. Then brother Kontona Menkata Kajali Tarawaleti, brother Sol Campbell Jr. Bafwe, thank you for joining. Brother Lamin Dramin Bafla Baraka, thank you for joining. Modu Sen, thank you for joining us. Nyatunko Mfangale Keba Menkata Fode Jawla Bafwe, thank you for joining and thank you for your continued support. Sister Kumba Jaimani Bafla Baraka. Mfangala cousin sister Tida Fotajo, all the way from New Jersey. Thank you for joining. And then Bafulana, brother Menketa, thank you for joining. Musa Sediko Jara, I tell Sana to extend my warmest gratitude to Mrs. Jaju for her understanding of his great husband for the tireless efforts, all in the name of the Gambian UDP. Oh my God. Brother Musa, okay, thank you so much. I just saw the message. Thank you so much. She's really behind me, and it's because of her that I'm able to do this. Thank you so much. Again, Mita and brother Yamenketa, brother Kekendo. Kekendo, if only I'm well, but Kekendo, why do you think that Barrow have to go through the Barrow youth movement for national development? If Barrow want to deliver, why can't he just deliver as a president? But why he want to use the Barrow youth movement for him to deliver? Kekendo.
Abaraka bake sana ila wo nyinen karo ni nyinen karo kumarin balamati sana yalong ikaman for priority anila strategy as a leader wala ke bonding wala fana ke feeling ni aje Africa mo jamale yafo kabring Barrow youth movement no fundita mo jamale yafo ko ni Barrow make ku ni youth movement no iba feeling dira andu yafo nyaadi de munasabu ke ba feeling dira Molka reason let soto and then ika concrete evidence let soto many along ko wol ning dole muta yewol compare ye contrast then yena the basic idea soto ko poning abedi la muntola youth movement number 1 niajibe as a political party wala ka youth movement on soto but Meyalonko is an independent president Meyalonko among political parties soto woman need youth movement especially with transitional in other mala and then among any other chancellor Prukalo for the second time Prukalo as the president because now understand ko coalition agreement was based on that ning president wa ifenko nyinsa at the end of the day abegirale and then amanta lola koteke so sana president Barrow ka fongo empower ni youth movement ola despite mol balanta gambianol balanta ata fongo ya mo be balanta but yet still abe insisting come the youth movement on abe wolle use la Prukala agenda ni promote. It doesn't make any sense to me. President Barrow ye more bela soto. Now, ning alafta komungo ka Gambia di will empower. Woman can yiki ka funding ka funyoka case all in the name of they want to empower me and my developmental goals. Now Gambia we have what they call Minister of Youth and Sports. Now alafta ka funding ka makoi asitano through the Ministry of Youth and Sports I funding ka makoi. And then he says so many ministerial positions all used no pruka for nickel markoi. Ibe markoi la nyali number 1. Do go for nickel. That is the best way to empower youth. So yin many alan ke bebula kam baro no kanjang. Most of them ni make ku fango. Imu school drop out so lalti dolbe ge ibela academic and but ibe climax le but yo be bulale because idara barole noka idi amera wall yela academics ni membula higher education well ba jila ko mo la higher education ya bula kesenke without seeing any benefit at the end of the day it is never going to happen so hanin president baro e bang anna e banni ñini be suñaro kelale andu ñini ba nondi lale andu ñini ba implicate lale ñini ba implicate lale sana president baro ila question do kana ge directly I can youth movement on maintenance now any development plan kala muka for now manke a youth movement to fanan ko mo del ba use la amanke fendi sana political ambition of the Malwe President Barrow Bulu. And that is declared fact there me alonko whether President Barrow agreed or not political ambition all about Bulo or but all what we want to tell President Barrow our leader is that political ambition let it akana samba ayake modi me alonka be felale walai na la masakunda muta ye failure diala President Barrow can be a very successful leader na la fita ban the youth movement and focus on the agenda in as a transitional president, then you will be able to achieve your goals. Even Gambia Gambia Day celebrate for the rest of his life. Because Niaji be atanara nyame anang ay moment bondi Gambia la mara bungoto. Gambia be la bulte be President Barrow ya to siga. But now man youth movement no bondi. I swear to God, President Barrow la mansaya afanambe kala kariko do Gambia because munebi na kala ning President Barrow lafta la political ambition also la hook or hack Gambia di will balanta ko atekela this youth movement ibe use la to create a sort of how to call it kamol bude kamol abuse all in the name of they want to see President Barrow stay in the power ñini mu ko di me yalan ka be yondi kane kan diolo me yalan ka be yelun kan say an abe doti kan because nga moy le ko ni youth movement ko no mol be gele kata ikamol interrogate sa de kono ika traffico jam police ni jam te ika foy ko yalo ne konte mo munet ite mo munet already Gambian citizen but all mune asa bu nyindo ka fo because President Barrow youth movement keba wala fo President Barrow ya kalamta le fo ma kalamta nyili ba nondi kanne iba nondi lale ibe tente naka nondi so ndol se mem fo no President Barrow youth movement no nyim bondi aban Gambia bebe murle kanane back look come President Barrow sana Gambia bebe President Barrow kan ngasa basamusan but ning ayata nunko ngasamba 90 centimeter up. Time President Barrow be 12 centimeter up. I'm telling you, because of Munagera, new youth movement. Gambians are really sick and tired of this youth movement stuff. People don't want to remember any dark days in that land. And the new youth movement board exactly. So yeah, menjininka President Barrow la new youth movement niaja be balanding akang niaja ayebam far kamol lamoy hanning atafanga lon ko kamenu photo nyalom political ambition or wala bekalenti la conclusion of the COP President Barrow ay wala sono and then bawo jalale very soon bawo December kana atile so everything will be clear to every other Gambian sana
but Kekendo again the funny thing is that ICO Barrow Youth Movement for National Development NICO is for national development why then the youth movement is interested in giving money to ordinary people when first of all Leptanol they could help the hospitals. They could help the farmers. And then again, more importantly, some of the victims are lying on their sick beds. Many I will, like I said, Sukai Dahaba, Nogo and others, why they cannot even go to those people, many of them important that call Marco. Why give a political leadership target cap?
Sana propaganda. Another propaganda da malamati. It's only propaganda me along keka wole use. This youth movement or so-called youth movement for national development. President Barrow nyandaka national development body this youth movement. Let him just say that President Barrow youth movement for President Barrow's political ambition support. Nin national development no sana. Sometimes it's hard to say, but the hard fact is there are so many things that President Barrow as a main Gambia gain. Come on, let's support again. Now, go to the schools in that country, sana. Even basic things. Go to the schools. Schools like many along Banjul area, like BS. Go to some of those schools. And parentero, I can't school. I will not inherit it. But before the $100,000 or $250,000 is all in the name of your political ambition. Why not? You were $250,000 is you will use. You go and develop a single classroom. Now that single classroom, case develop our next president can pass through that classroom, Sana. That is how you empower youth. That's how you empower your citizens. Not like you 250,000 bimo kilimola, come on go, leftale and support. Because is going to be a transparent something. You want to really empower these youth. And then you know that it is going to be a transparent one. Go to the media, go to the national television, and then tell people that 250,000 marila because leftale aina president konna development agenda about support la. Leftale mbadi lang indo fanana. Why are you hiding behind the bar when you are giving $250,000 to someone? Now that $250,000 why would President Barrow Bulokono? For Gambia Lakodolam, we are not interested. It should not be at the first place. Spend the money where it's supposed to be. I mean, many economics accountant, they will tell you that you have to be very selective if you are spending because more needs to be far in the world. So the one you spend it wisely. You spend it wisely. So President Barrow UDP victims. In fact, let me not say UDP victims. Gambia la victims all because Gambia Gambia. Any other political party Gambia la victims all what. That $250,000 is that you are giving to somebody. Just support for you. In many Borokan and Yola, world best asaring, Gondol Bege, you paralyzed. Why can't you go and give that money to those people? You will mark help those people. I'm not saying he's not helping them, but still now they need the help. That $250,000 more killing Senegal, everything medical checkup, everything ya because Senegal expensive one when you get $60,000. Now, how many $60,000 do we have in that $250,000? This is the point. President Barrow Youth Movement, let him just ban that criminal organization like a youth movement all in the name of propaganda. It is just a political ambition. He can stand for presidency, but let him just be transparent and come clear and tell the Gambians that Lafaka is president in the near future. Nobody will question his citizenship. He's a Gambian citizen. I rest of the Pukalo as a president. But now the point is, prioritize your things and you will be fine by every other Gambian. You have to prioritize your things. Gambia, we are in a very critical stage. Dole afo ekombe muro dato mbawolto. Domandimbe rek mbekuntula. Kodo nga dani nga dat. Look, this is it. Among sense make. Because banda outside donors, you are asking donors, they are giving you millions. Out of those millions, it's like a single individual will handpick, and you are giving them $250,000, $100,000 without even declaring that over the public media. That is corruption, number one. We have to tell the truth. That is corruption. That's corruption. Because whatever I'm going to do is going to be very transparent to the Gambians. So, but we are not seeing all these things. All these $250,000 so Gambia saying nothing can be hidden. And people are going to say it over the social media now. It is time and we stand for the truth. We are UDP. We are not President Barrow Youth Movement. President Barrow is from UDP. But President Barrow with that youth movement, I am not part of President Barrow. With that youth movement, I'm not part of it. Because youth movement, UDP have their own youth movement. Why not you use that UDP youth movement? Even if you don't give any name to it. President Barrow UDP level will define again. 99.9 UDP. But why I named him about the President Barrow Youth Movement for National Development? And now we are now seeing scamming. We are now seeing a lottery of our national coffer.
Yeah.
Because as long as the president sunya rolam. Sunya rolam banda ya mole ko ngani di karla. But ne dia ka rek sunya rolam. Because ni fundi da banda ko yet mun tasa di karla. Mune asabu ya dia la. Ya dia la mun dalil lekang. Why do you give it to him? On what reason do you give that money to him? And for what purpose? And because of those questions, the hard nature of those questions to be answered, it is a corruption, Sana. Thank you.
It is.
Baraka baki boda ke kendo yafu nyame exactly abole nyama, and then I hope and believe that many bela moy come from State House because we know that they are watching and they are listening. Many bela moy come from State House. Ibenyin kibaro talale ya moy ya lon koy tele moti wala tele moti men ya lon kon tele lafta president baroda. and tell modi melan ko be tonya fokaye ko membe tonya fokaye wala laftela and sooner or later they will realize that we are the one who loves them. We are 100% UDP. This platform is 100% UDP. Na Gambia la foloje nim fulanjango bala UDP. But again, we will never be a blind supporter to the government. UDP lo dalilo menkambe President Barrow Danila I would dalilo la noma. UDP ko better Gambia and a better Gambia for all Gambians. UDP ko ka make sure that ko tongo ke silola. UDP malafi soma commission of inquiry lo UDP dul kate dam kuje. For the President Barrow be Danila lilai alay yake alay la kuwa kan yake Gambia kano kuwa kan yake harmadi mul kano kuwa kan. Ikana some fenda membe kele la nyamasa kunda ko mi alon is going to be a replica of what have happened in Yaya Jammeh's government. The Barrow Youth Movement, the First Ladies Foundation, and the Family Foundation, they are all replica of what Yaya Jammeh have done to Gambians. So me Danila one more time, President Barrow, Lilai Alaye, Gambia kano kan UDP kano kan. Kuol ke many along ko and UDP la start role belading wala kan UDP lo taw dalilo la kan wallahi be support la 1000%. And you will have the support of every single Gambian. Nibe kuol ke ka many along ko wala UDP la start role. President Barrow, ni sa remember no. Ifanga lota ya foko nyim fon ninko la nate waling. Ikoyo ko lafta youth movement no lola. Anu dani kana ya lola fa prata. Ye todi kafola fa prata. Ya tisato luina talo babala. Ye la constitution ta ya draft nata ya dila. Right there yanta condemn na wote ya fo ko. This youth movement is a replica of Barrow July 22nd youth movement. Or this youth movement. Biliato me drum I remind me na wala mu the green boys all. Billy First Lady Foundation for Sonta. Nota. Right there, I condemn la Walter. Again, President Barrow, what goes around always comes around. And at the end of the day, you mean I don't know Contella Laftela. You mean baby million la wallahi la poso ebo da malafandika. But you Barrow Youth Movement ali akoresi. During the time of Yaya Jammeh, when there was the July 22nd movement, akamina for mole, Allah is my bank. Allah is my bank. At the end of the day, bila jita ndare muneje ya rafan ya jama ka fa mena ko ala isma bank abe Gambia ko le ko da bolta dun kabi walo le ko da bolta kan kabi ababi la gamtel ababi la port ababi la social security and housing finance corporation ay jiare ta londi ko be bila bula la posto kono President Barrow Youth Movement ko be kata je abaka bodan dulato na men ka Gambia masa kundala ko dolem wala ka mendi Gambia masa kundala masi mantala lori Gambia men ka ko dodi da. At the end of the day, men beka dum Barrow Youth Movement ko nakata molia Gambia dingol le ko dolem dani be ko do tale iba pasal la politician tema iba dila ya compino le be also biol karale ba dile la ibita UDP le chairman o dole be $10,000 is dile la leptanol makoy Senegal makoy sa to be la laran kan right now makoy and I will always keep on saying this here no go njay hena be laring abi sula den de marola me ba samla Dakar dron play ta jara suka da haba hayna la boro me alon ka kasam pour kala sisidi mo fanga jara buka sodono padu kamera hayna be laari nga ko wato man si fende fo li parol men kala sulo sande ne dimbale hayna lamini manje ne dimbale hayna singul nyaasi ne dimbale hayna alnawol mako fang at least barajo fang sodono woto wala sabuntel ko we will never be a blind supporter to your government as far as beloro nyim fannaka na brother ansu singate ko ako is Barrow who is giving UDP right now all the problem and we in need have huge problem to solve. It seems like Barrow isn't appreciative no matter what UDP did for him and he acted deftly to hear the truth. Exactly. Iko UDP ngol dama be kelo la wallahi kelo mantra UDP ngol da tema na different na tajinda malto Barrow Youth Movement me alon ko wala UDP divide ka ika fa mena ko UDP ngol dama man campaign UDP ngol dama be kelo social media at the end of the day abe ni Barrow Youth Movement wallahi billahi taala ni Barrow Youth Movement banta ate promo la UDP ate any difference la UDP ngol da tema because dole beje Barrow Youth Movement ko dol dile le ba do maka even in the diaspora mol beje me ko Barrow Youth Movement ko dol dila mo do beje platform le be bul bi Barrow Youth Movement ko dol dila nyabela now they becomes the mouthpiece for Barrow Youth Movement but they come in use ka mo le ko I'm supporting President Barrow's agenda. President Barrow's agenda be jumala ka promote Barrow Youth Movement. No more the platform or the UDP to use the Ikoka President Barrow Assembendia, but at the same time, even UDP Franco, Ikoka UDP Assembendia. At the same time, Ikoka Barrow Youth Movement Assembendia. Even UDP Assembendia and Yadile, Yabaro UDP, Yabaro Youth Movement Assembendia at the same time. when UDP have made it clear that they have nothing to do with the Barrow Youth Movement. Our spokesperson have said, our deputy leader have said, Barrow Youth Movement has nothing to do with UDP as a party. So how come the platform where UDP tola? You go Barrow Youth Movement sembentia. At the same time, you go UDP sembentia. At the same time, you go President Barrow sembentia. Ni na Africa ya mantra ko kono. Because you could only the man in different da fandi. No more for lonne. More for tol for jane. Ndala shatul janga be janga bala Angleterre be Germany. Funding call wala UDP le baraman me ko bi e be loya da bo kele ke be UDP ke ram because of Barrow Youth Movement. Mina because you for ndala fandi ko do dila. Wala sabu kunum bita musu ko nyoko fuari yante because mol nuntola mol dina fuari yata. Bala an kabi yela foro yala kanta. Membe kering kambe bi mol mon foro yala kanta no. Because of Nafulo and Implaso. Montonya Fasano because of Nafulo and Implaso. My in-law is right. Fuariante. Monemela Forella Foriala Cantana. President Barrow again. We remember when our able Minister of Finance Amadou Sane passed the budget last year. The austerity measure letter ye can very good austerity measures. Many alongo. Our economy will be on a sound footing. Bile Amadou Sane body Mamburu Njai Samananje. All those austerity measures, many alongo is even approved by our National Assembly members. You know loi fang social world to follow. National Assembly members will approve is final. Nabe janje na kotengo labe tinyala ente murla back to the National Assembly members. They should debate on it again. But the womanke ya Mamburu Njai Samana yo beta ya be economy ya bypass. Sain tinyala flabe kika Gambia kotengo. Economy flabe tinyaka kotengo. Nyaje B funding ke bebe fintila. Teachers will be fintila, doctor will be fintila. Momoko protest. Why are they protesting? We are totally against the protest because we feel like that the timing is wrong. Our situation is fragile. Our security is fragile. Our democracy is fragile. But why ba keka? Because of Barrow Youth Movement. Yaje ko lebe cool kika mena alongo. Yende ben prioritize e mul prioritize. Ni mon teachers will sarili lafa. E man senelal makoy. E man doctorul makoy. Iko kata political leaders will lebe $10,000 dila dollar. Ebe $20,000 dila dollar. Ale abra molta protest la. Ebe protest la le. Wala sabu sura hade men fo single lady sol be fintila le. Bachelor for them be fintila le. Because Barrow Youth Movement is distributing money now. Like we have a factory in the Gambia that is making money. I remember during the time of Baba Job when we have that money shop. Dunia be nyam na ma lo money shop for Gambia. And now we are seeing a replica of the same thing in this new Gambia. This is the only time, or this is the only reason why some UDP members are against Barrow. Period. Nothing else. So many along ko camera ko UDP dingol da mabe kelo la wallahi kelo ten tema ni different da malbe UDP dingol da ma tema anu Barrow Youth Movement ba create ka anu President Barrow is aware of that. Ko do man be ko dum Barrow Youth Movement President Barrow ya kala mutale. Yende dol mention ko why we are acting like this, why can't we calm down? We will not calm down when we are seeing injustice happening in this new Gambia. A new Gambia that we all fought for. Right now, we're reporting about this platform. You can't control the kajang. You can't control the kuyaka because of Katonya Memfoja. But as long as Allah is concerned, as long as Allah is still there, the platform is here to stay. The UDP 70 years, the new Gambia 70 years, the Barrow from 70 years, but some of them mentor Silokanta 70 years. Mbadi again, the Barrow Youth Movement is even going after our National Assembly members. Nindima Stambila, Deputy Tang Yola invite State House. I told you like Kibar Katolbala. But we are telling President Barrow that we are hearing everything. Deputy Tang Yola invite State House in Nindima Stambila. All in the name of Ibol Kul Tulunandilano Nyamen. All in the name of Barrow left a political party or a Nimbaro Youth Movement a political party. All in the name of Elafter from UDP Congress Benjakajan Dijam apply cancer. Now this is what Barrow Youth Movement is even working on. UDP National Congress Menyantakala this coming December. It after like cancer. State House in the Mastambila. Minajan and both deputy for Jani Alason. We have all the sources and information in hand. But we want to report at the right time. Barrow Youth Movement during the country's Banco President meet the farmer store. Ye t-shirt print that for almost 1 million t-shirt. And the plan was Kanin t-shirt or distribute countrywide. Il a fait le mol mi alon ke be mina president Barrow bendu ne be nyin t-shirt do. Dol ba furuta ye t-shirt ta ye muta ye sambele suul ko ne kaalu le suul ko no. Daddo si min dar ko be Barrow Youth Movement. bala mole mine ke UDP dum le yellow t-shirt le dum ele yellow uniform ifindira bante president baro bendu ka te bendu ko UDP dingo biliaje sa baro youth movement be fail kana pour que political patriotic baro movement is not able to convince Gambians pour na baro ka say ko baro ko taydu UDP kono ye place o nyini je resign from the coalition use the channel through UDP pour UDP to moye ka flag bearer na flag na secretary general na party leader haynan sira amang fa folo ya fa abe balori ngaman ji folo ko ba jindila aji yam seke ko fane boy wo fanam pusla pour que Fatou Cissé samana Fatou Cissé muntuma UDP the entire executive of the Barrow UDP right now you have to be replaced with Barrow youth movement more you know be kidding Gambia bi and this is what is working on in State House right now so totally a man time of function ka concentrate on bankola dokuola right now State House man time also pour que dokuoke pour que the basic needs will provide for Gambians. All they are talking about and all they are doing day in, day out is about this Barrow youth movement. Lamin Chamlamu, Yusufa Cham, Alkali Conte, Dusano. This is what they are doing 24/7. Standard newspaper in newsman from Findi the B. Ya trial plakana Findi. But Kiba Dokula Lobe Dokola. Now we have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Billy Standard newspaper in front of the I confessional court State House Nabelo.
Yeah.
And they're trying to block New Standard newspaper to plaque and publish. Nintel ma fo do ba fulale nin do ma fo do ba fulale. Gambelo nyaaw tambita sa nyaal man tara sorondi ntulol man tara sorondi kibaro fi de nyame ba fula wala nyam. But again, we love Barrow, we are pro Barrow, but we will never be a blind supporter to this government as far as this new Gambia is concerned. UDP come a long way and UDP suffer a lot. Barrow tama UDP le sartola, UDP lo the principle in Menkang, ay tama wala na support. And again, this is a transition government. We want President Barrow to provide services to the Gambians. Let him build institutions. The Anti-Corruption Commission yanta lolale, the Constitutional Review Commission yanta doko kumashalal. TRC and the Doko Commercial justice needs to be served to the victims and to the families of the victims of Yaya Jammeh. This is what we are expecting from this new government. Now, Pareta al legacy will be forever. And at the end of the day, let him go and face the government if he want to contest another election. But remember, Tama behind the scene at a possible or no. And be ala danila, be ala tentula, pabe abenyu kulula ake wanyar mole suda tiri. Be ala danila continue akanyu kulul wanyar mole suda tiri. Insalon ko UDP ala be doko keka mole UDP ala be mol fasaka. It's not that we have the energy. It's not that kumole fanuda. Ala be makoro keka abe mo kulul wanyar kan suda tiri. For the UDP dingo bel na salta ala kala dua suda tiri. Every day ala kala continue akale wanyar. Every day ala kala bodi tiri blaba kono because all be caring right now. How can we went through that headache and that problem in 22 years? Then I be just because of more selfish interest. Because of Barrow Youth Movement, President Barrow cannot even concentrate on national development. It's all about Barrow Youth Movement now. Could be distributed
himself, yeah.
Musa said that President Barrow is desperately consolidating power through his so-called Barrow Youth Movement for national for development for his own personal gain. And this is the foundation of his failure and to secure monetary ambition. Sajo Daboko youth movement need to be investigated and banned. Otherwise, they will cause exacerbations to the UDP militancy and its workforce. Ako, thank you, brother Kendo. Again, Yusufa Jadamoko, definitely, my brother Sana, really you talk sense, but I'm really in defensible side to Kendo. You really hit the nail on the head. Abaraka Bake. Again, Sister Jarai, if I do again, it's all about this Barrow Youth Movement. Jara Jakolo Warata.
Junta, ngamera bota domoro la kono fata. Sura hata na nandiro yefa introduce then I tenga na.
Okay, Surahata, thank you. Welcome and thank you for joining Surahata. Malam pobe kachala mo but again, it's all about this Barrow Youth Movement. Nala president of the
no sign and do na sana.
Okay.
But I don't know, Al-Sama, and someone that apologizes, signing a number of scientists.
Jara, I will.
I'll attend the sense, but in Barrow movement, who remember that I could need that So jamfa buka tano. Nimmobe loyalty mariye. Mobe loyal jamabe loyal ite ko mo dandange finti wol ko bite fayele ko kuterme yalon ko abe jamaati gan atitano. Ni tel wulta somanda lansaro doron tel information sotole. Ani ke ini melbe bulo diga alka ko di mella ikalla ko taade bulle ingani o taaliye o mo kilo ne ken tel ko le ko fo mo liye alta nyame na silambang ala la ko le muda al bakal medali yakko del kan al fata molulla nde amira alta boro si o moli o metara QTV ko moli la bohoro le table alta boro symbol falsi wol soto no par mo ne no gete you are well to UDP wol dalla ko dol tale bu ko le mina mol le ko le mil mina ba tenkerenna ala la ko dol muta ngin titano dawden ding ali fata barola al kana baro kasara mol bu ali fatala ha ali fatala al bekara nal kara da ke green nal kara da ke yellow nal kara da ke brown alol stop alol so hotel sambal dawden ding adu al kenin mel tale ko dira ngin fon malla fatella alla ko de bore no mar na la ko di ngella ngi do ko ma fal melen ko anin fe anin ku bitade itel mo kilo na kanantel ko mandi ka fu wala ko membe kering alla ko do mu dal fata molla na fikiyata mo sambal dawdan ding fatel man ka din kendo ti bang fatel ma der faransi man sayano le bang ni mbaro tije fal ma si mal man sayano ni lo ya dawla man saya banta al faransi man sayano le bang fal ma si man sayano ni de suata man saya banta bang njogu ba ñina ti ja ko ala to yaaje me man sayato 100 years mo jon dim pour ya man dunya kono tan njog ba fala dirul le soto ay ko tol le soto dunia mo ji tarawonti ni mi ye mo nyofu dunia mo wolti ba kitala mo kilum dal ba dogo la ko what reason al nga tonya fo nyoy ni strogon dun ta ko le ko ya jeme kala tata mbe ngani akiri mo wondi narje ko be ngani fule sama nyun ko kono billahi wala ibe tenkerne le mo bebe boyeto bari sainten taman sero le findikan mo bebe bole marito tari balete mo kasari mo tinyare undi imo na fikolti ini mo friends bar atilla bannola ide tala gambe nyaame gidin tabi sa to banko kanja nga keloke itala gambe ko ben tala dimbala so president dimbal ba enjo wat keno nyaadi de ko ta kenola al ni ate ado al ke mo la mo le ngolum al ke ali en sute mo ko le personally ko al ken tolu fo mo liele al wol bula al ni mol bulo kantara miranki nim falo ke tale talbe mol kortela alol bulata samba dulato what goes around comes around what goes around comes around billahi wallahi tallahi ya jamen ni mel be akijam alile mel ya te ka jam fale ile ibe banko duma akebule do ku furu na pareta evidence ni akedem da yefa evidence buka soto ile bari modo ngi fo ci platform do janta to fo la de ako jam fa men mina kurobe la do lukan jam fa do mina abara outside le al ngata minin tafal to nyala ke lawa mbangaran tas kana ken sa ke niya ke saji wala ala baraka thank you very much
baraka ba ke brother ke
sana baraka ba
surahana fati ya fo nyame exactly abole nyama nana brother soro jane men kada janko solid ako why president baro youth for national development only target mainly UDP members? That's a very good question. Why he wants to destroy UDP for his personal interest? Janko Soli, this is the question that every single UDP member is asking. Why he's targeting only UDP and UDP members? Because amutako abo partiolo janjana no, pula fansum partio soto ainake mansadi. And again, he's already a president. Baro is a president. And aliya so sima na jade kendela be 5 years old keleje.
Sana.
Jara, go ahead.
Sana abaraka mbe surahata tata dami nante mantara tala jela sana. Because ntela miro fe momo ndi ma UDP undermine, momo ndi ma Gambia political undermine, momo ndi ma Gambia compromise na manke baroti. I'm sorry to say it. UDP call me along ko bijang atone baro movement call me bijang let them come and kill me. But intema momo ndi blame na manke baroti. Baro tilubula ba UDP be nyabe barola baro lafta ba usenu undermine la baro lafta ba use kudeta la tribula ba tan mobe nyabala andum testane bala man I'm not going to ni mol ma fonte ba folale mol nyabe wolela andum baro mante da hala faye ke president faye lo on the UDP ticket and I in happening amantara happen la yake ko nyanta jaar la nyami al nga sambani wala baro ko ta UDP le baro sita janne ayaje UDP e min kay ni ajabe siri nyindula to biya malla fi bola je hey wo state house o momonding ba fututa ilafta tara la jele ya understand momondi ya lon koy mu Gambia dingolati amantambi na kake president amantambi moy anybody can be a president ya understand amanke pour si president ya wolem wo everything lati hey iba tar la jele nyanta min saf la Gambianol saf mi saf kunke la 5 years obina la ba vote la out Gambianol wol yalo ne lafta minna mote monene no la je kotenke hey ko nimbaro lafta a president on the UDP ticket nyale bala there is a procedure ni manke do conteni la patiti sana for 22 years how many people millialon ko fata nyim patio yele millialon ko ye butero millialon ko for the rest of their life ni la famille do la famille alon fam I swear to God momondi alon ka katata ya jamela momondi be APRC they are not going to talk to you understand why is it that baro ka ta sita o state house to late bolaje munana baro lafta sila ka UDP ta ka tinya ka UDP ta ka fa UDP ta be separate la because a manson na lola le ni mol be sirin for the in front of barola platform moto how many people la lota je UDP ta be pass day Usenu Dabo ta e be kumol fala ma nyato mandin kolten baro be sirin anyabe tilindel
exactly
baro is the president nama la fi miye happen atekela baro movement nama la fala atekela is la fi empower la nyaaw nyanding come out ya fo konte de lafta lola le UDP han telebe nu je UDP say mantara je be bold enough mol balo na ka nyinda man jam faake nyinda lafta al UDP lafta mina lafta wala a competition o enando mole competition o ke mol ni baro ya defante files of 22 years a wicked person the most wicked brutal person UDP na defante la first after for 22 good years UDP and them so but for you 22 years o kono baro bi je la nyabala UDP me encounter baro le nyanta kala mo ya nyanta UDP ko nya je ofitala baro me ya UDP ko nya je ofitala nte na no be min fala yafo ngam moy ngam min je mbe wala fo kan because ni baro mala fa nyalo la UDP ticket kan then baro ya ne ko procedure standard procedure wala be UDP kono UDP is an institution is a job la do ina haliba Usenu bi na lafta kala ay flag bearer there is a procedure nyanta tala dami but UDP momondi ya jamfa the hanisiso that you by Usenu min for le beficiale thank you sir
aparaka bake sister Jarai Kekendo if you can check the screen woni kam tala ko is a mess if you can try to fix it Kekendo I don't know whether you are paying attention to that the screen woni so aparaka bake sister Jarai yemam fo wala exactly abim nyame min yaron ko wala banten join a sign bal kontona mbal jayla sister Jenaba Jallo Bafula Baraka, Sister Jeneba Mas, Betentula Mbejala, all the way from New York, Inila Sister Salisane, Sally Mas, Allah contribution to this platform and UDP. And ito yala momo yamo Jeneba Mas drong, you can learn double tomo. Maimuna Sajo Sise Betentula again, once come like, for example, this Maimuna Sajo Sise, she's not in office as a councillor, but I have a document called Tundoto. Even the elected councillor is not doing it. Even the elected councillor is not doing it. Ninna multi be men solo that they marola yente nyine sembenti yala be. You develop no somebody to the grassroots level. Because right now the National Assembly member for that area is not seeing everything. The mayor of Bilkama is not seeing everything that area. This is why councillor important to know. Rather than mole nunto ali UDP councillor elect because councillor le mole men alon nika nyol jenna kulli te ben sangolto nika si banta baldo nika kacha they know our problem at first hand that even the National Assembly members bi yanta ni mole sembenti yala bari be million ol talebe dala so talebe do mo tala mani botol tulol alkala kasamba mole munela pulmo politico this is the problem follow ndimana foni ñi na loi fangol ko loi le sotota. Barrow have resigned technically from the United Democratic Party when he becomes the coalition flag bearer. He's an independent right now. Ajato kona sonne mo kono UDP le madi, but technically he cannot go to UDP to do anything, and he cannot make any decision in UDP. Barrow UDP deputy makola is sponsor during the election, deputy in council and in mayor. But yara fa be kada nyin dalilo le kam pulu munemu.
I sponsor for his own reason.
Mina UDP le tela wala nyan lafta UDP nyatum ka yalal be M2 la.
Wala. But ni mi manke
ka UDP nyaji njibe fa wala bafla ko coup d'etat mu nyindi. They don't want us to use that word. But it's just like a coup d'etat within the party. We don't mind Barrow to be in State House. I even have no problem with that. If he want to stay in State House, let him stay there. Now what was it about jele? Ya jame 22 years like je. Bila what was it about jele? Ya wala 30 years like je. Bila what was it about jele? Gaddafi was a president for 42 years in Libya. 42 good years. Bila what was it about jele? President Barrow Kabo State House in the worry wala. But why you want to destroy your own party? Why you want to destroy a foundation that make you who you are? That make you a president? Why do you want to destroy a family house? Me alonko bi itala fanko no so teta mfangala problem wala mod. Mol beje men yo sora wallahi billahi nalano ko president mol le ke sora mol ko mol fe ba ko beje president bara fangala ko nyman sense make. Ko do yalla ko president bara yalla ko nyimanta siloka. Wala again mbafala UDP diwol fane yale understanding soro karo dola. We cannot expect our National Assembly members to come out and talk about certain things all the time. We cannot expect the mayors and the councillors to come out and talk about certain things like this. And we cannot even expect the leader of the United Democratic Party because of a situational mentor and a positional mentor. Remember diaspora, remember grassroots level, remember Bankolga, remember then voice out. And let's send the message to the grassroots level. You be caring. Let's not expect the National Assembly member to talk about this because it's very important that the vice president. He's a vice president for all Gambians. We cannot expect him to talk about UDP all the time. This is why Nimbe Dabo introduced her as the leader of the United Democratic Party. I always said UDP leader and Secretary General vice president. I only want to address him as the vice president whenever we are talking about national issue, whenever we are talking about anything that have to do with Gambia and Gambians. But in that political Carola, I just address him as the leader and Secretary General of the United Democratic Party. Because Malafika mix. Again, we said that every Gambian UDP member is Gambia first and then UDP second. We can fight that on a separate platform. But this is why UDP don't really understand no. Alna Baro Sembentia, Alna Baro UDP, Baro Fasa, Ibafra Baro is our Baro, First Lady Korota, Alsilani Ala Cabrola, Alsilani Ala Temola, Albaro Fasa, Kuka Mianco, Sotale, Walla Kula Mianco Tonyalem, who Mianca Belari Kenya Baro, Maningo Cafe, Geo Bondingo Cola, Abecola no Nyadile. How can we defend the First Lady on this $35 million in Mianco, Akube Keri? How can we defend him? Or how can we justify that even the international community heard about this $35 million? The IMF heard about it, the World Bank heard about it, and the European Union heard about it. ECOWAS heard about it.
Everyone.
How can you justify that? Now left a letter for Baro is our Baro. Baro is our Baro. One day you will come back and say that Baro is not my Baro. Or less than until Baro change the way of the way they are doing things. President Barrow is not a member of the National Executive of UDP. Why do they have to invite 10 of our National Assembly members to State House? Trying to tell them to pressurize them, in Congressman like December I cancel.
For what reason?
For what reason? And he's not a member of the National Executive of the National Democratic Party, UDP right now, because of Abe Alkali Conte.
Barrow is not supporting UDP. Barrow man whatsoever. Barrow ma UDP la nyata taji. So why is it that Barrow be more call la for Congress akanake? For what reason? Because he is going to stand. Want to stand for UDP ticket. And why? What happened in December? Because
we definitely don't understand. We definitely, but again, come like
UDP nena maje. Nache mantano ala mutol sitano le.
ke kendo e man fo dron wala ma be political ambition ko le beje wala propaganda lam nyindi about this political ambition. So we realize that now the Barrow Youth Movement have failed. Gambians are not trusting the Barrow Youth Movement. Menke foje mantra je ka na menke koro e bodi kara nyamale. Nyimi ala ko koro e lafta domola. Ele kodo mute ya domo ye ke forot. Mo kana son kodo e isam because nano ko they are not going to stop it. They're not going to stop it. They are going everywhere in the country distributing money because you know muta ko Gambia no koro dia drum. It's the same thing that has happened in Senegal during the times of President Abdoulaye Wade. Gambia will find in Senegal will be the same mentality when it comes to that. This is why whenever our leaders come into office, they come for kodo ala dia drum, plaso ala dia drum. But again, we understand the National Assembly members of the situation. We understand the Vice President's situation. We understand our councillors and mayors. We don't expect them to talk on every single thing like this. But again, they still need to talk too when it is necessary. And we are calling on the spokesperson of the National Democratic Party. Certain things now be carry me along rumors ke party let them come out and clear the air. They either have to deny it or accept it. It's a UDP don't for them move on nyandame. But kibaro be sota tili banko kono right now mon nyamantara bidiri mon nyamantara mon tuwe mantara sorondi be social media jamanol kono me la banjun aka fane ke diaspora do me la diaspora aka fane ke banjun ne so kibata mabola jang and again majigol mantara mbulun kungol bam fanu abe alla de marole alal be mo kunol wanyar kam alal be jam faral wanyar kan suta tili ko ku ko kurukura ka wanyar ida malfre be ñoo contradire la dol ko kono be jele already président Barrow fangal lota diamuda Gambia be ako fonso be jele kodo be jele karo kari be misiru lul wala ani bohol lul sama ko misiri taworo karo ko bohol taworo ye ami boyan siso hota ya nyininka the director of press at the office of the president men ka jam president tola ako kodo tije ibe kala fundraising organizer la B the national president of the Barrow Youth Movement Ansu Singate wo diamu the newspaper ako kolotije sambadu be la jumal la jam which wala njahal wala nasana ko bal again kodo be je kodo tije pour yeni misrol ni bo hololo bar suda tili jara nyaba ke kan nyaba je be kodo distribute kam $10,000 be dila mo kili wala $250,000 bita community ba tanale tema
mol bijele nene ma at a victim or jubele or a family at a victim or jubele, but they can go to Kanilai, taking food, taking everything. Ila colony pareta for la gardinola is tired the age.
Okolo kabada mintole. Abe ikadani Gambia tola ko yaja ka benkenu. Yaja used to go to Japan, Korea, Taiwan, begging on behalf of Gambians. Nanata adi July 22nd youth movement. Yadi Senelala, Yadol Wafi, Yadol Dondo. The same thing is what happening. They are asking money on behalf of the Gambians. Kono kata force ledi le foundation do for the force ledi le foundation o kono men dun deje bilalo tan sen tema and foundation abe lodo muneka ko leptano ni health care kola improvement so leptano juma dale si on sen tema
sana there is someone who is saying that the Batuta man also with the Batuta man, so who is the Batuta man? Can they name the Batuta man? Because I got one name here, Malon Folem Tonya Tiban Folem. Let them give us the Batuta man's name.
Ako there's a Batuta man. Okay. Yeah. So again, Compression Barrow Youth Movement is a Lando government drum. Alcana surprise. We'll talk about that in the next topic. But Alcana surprise. Ni manya menkara kanilai fam. Ni manya menkara kanilai lo kol kumbo de ko ye abandone mantre ma ko kam. Alcana surprise. Their next destination is that place. Their next destination is that place. Ibe bor la jelete ko dol dila pour ko wol nehal ibol la supportol wil no nyamem. But dani bita fo ñu ko nehal men yalon ko for 22 years ye UDP oppose. For 22 years UDP bukata campaign fankeno foni ni taraje kamul bayla nim berol. So if Barrow Youth Movement ka rose kata go to pour ko fo ñu ko nehal. I'm not saying that Fonyi is not part of the Gambia. I'm not saying that Fonyi could be APRC. But again, as long as Fonyi is concerned, as long as Kanilai is concerned, this new government will not prosper because they vote no to it in the National Assembly election, in the presidential election, in the council election, in the mayoral election. And when you can't find Fonyi will vote no to this government again. So that Barrow Youth Movement Fonyi nehal. Almon nehal min yalam ko kuranding because of ya jame. Ibe la lepta anu la langur kam because of ya jame. Do la nyuta because of ya jame. do la family be suffering because the breadwinner father thanks to Yaya Jammeh mo do be yebe famal kan nyini ka kan an kabi because of Yaya Jammeh altawul makoy more importantly sama man beti aseru sama man beti nyinam asamba lal makoy sana lal tiol man sang oje jalo mo le jambandor sunya nyina tata be wab na sama lal man jambandor so ay man tra sama lal makoy ka why our movement is distributing money to people who are already rich or many along for ye fan no la fa better. But I salon ko Gambia is not for sale, Badibu is not for sale, Chang is not for sale, Jara is not for sale. Mala fula du lon de Jara.
Sana kana fula du fo fula ina de la sana kana ofo nga bula ki ankol bulo kono sana ntol buka we are not for sale there.
Oh okay.
Sign.
Ya Chanko ni la ko be mom kay. Mashallah.
Yela hani fenga masoto nga yita ala ko ntol mu fula dum ko le ci sign ñaari yela tale
no Chanko ni la ko be mom de UDP la rek andi ni UDP man kabi ya jame me sanno ya jame na joramal bi aman Chanko mu funo ni la ko be
samate be min tole.
Yeah. But anyway, Surahada, if you want to come one more time on this topic before we move to the next topic. Surahada, are you with us? Surahada?
Yes, no, sir, I'll continue to coming off on your continue to. Let's go to another topic.
Okay, Abarakabake, brother Surahada, thank you so much for that. Again, when sister continent sister Aisha Singatedi, thank you for joining. Jara from Ladalin. Bafana Boda Beres Cham, thank you for joining. Sister Amit Sanyang, Bafule, thank you for joining all the way from UK. Thank you for your continuous support. Tayu Dabum Betin to Beja, La Bolon Sise, Asan Suare, UDP forever, you are right. Sister Jennifer Mas, Bafule, again, you welcome and thank you for your continuous support. Sister Maimuna Sajo Sise, our councilor, Bafule Baraka, and we wish you all the best. Yeah, Alasonda, when the right time comes, you will be called a National Assembly member, not only a councilor, but you will be a National Assembly member in Alasonda. Just keep up the good job. We are proud of you. Jenaba Jalo Bafle for the Baraka, Sister Fatu Sila, once again, Bafle, thank you. Brother Sambudabo, Brother Musa Sedi, Bafle La Baraka. Once again, on behalf of this platform, and again, we're asking for your continuous support and your prayers. We are here to stay in Alasonda. We are not moving an inch.
Sana, my mommy is here. Sana, my mommy is here watching us. She is a very, very big fan of this platform. I'm not calling her name. Mommy, I love you. Thank you very much for watching, and say thank you to Daddy. Say I miss him and I love him. Thank you, Mommy.
Abarakabake, Afu Mommy Mbatendra Bajala for her continuous support, and let her say hello to Dad for us. We are definitely behind them and in Besim Panyal and Nomaka. Nyala Santa, everything is okay. But Bogdabo, thank you so much. I didn't forget about you. Thank you so much. But do something. At the end of the day, difference of the UDP UDP platform social media one live UDP is more stronger now than before. It's more united now than before. But your party alonka sombo warata kafoka fi alonka parakata in time to time. But at the end of the day, it's all because of Baro Youth Movement, and President Baro is aware of it. Baro Youth Movement is the one bringing all this confusion within our party. Dolby Korodi Walla, the party, it's a Baro agenda, bonus of the UDP, and Gole Baro, UDP, Baro Tombanga, President. No more gentlemen be Facebook live keka because you could deal UDP doing the most. No more gentlemen platform UDP use because you could deal your camera dealer, your machine say ya dealer, the coco alta like you Baro Youth Movement of propaganda diamulaji. I will be a jane. Nasambu Dabo Jala more from to Savajam and to for us. Sambuja with a hind tatofa and the tatofa. So you never caring. So Badi one by them by Jal and the move on a second typical. Badi 105 the second typical Ramandi Wolamu. Kanila in Kolbe Kumbola, Badi one. Kanila in Kolbe Kumbo Dadadi, Sanjifuro Famo Bang Idroqua, Bankobe Collari, Idroqua Dimiri. Kumbo me alonko Gambeno yake 22 years. Kumbo me alonko UDP dumoli yake 22 years. Dele munyakam na mol fata kongo yenta kunol monsoto domoro monsoto itili yake sanji fulo famo si pisage felebe kumbola iko ita laban ko president on men kata num ya jamedi kani lay di woni ay kunko di tella dum free ay jiodi la free ay cash power di la free courant di la free ko bebe yonum free iko wala mon so say loko we nya kansila la so say digam ibe diamu wala ye musu ni do interview o musu ni jimale ya interview QTV is another propaganda TV station in the Gambia, another anti-Barrow administration in the Gambia. Me alon ko ni mo sifale kata oda male interview, ni mo sifale ko oda male findini. So, badul kacha da bita da me wala mu ko. Is it because ya free service provide kanila? Everything is free. So, the president do see way to continue album because ya jamale yake. And ya jamale yake dalil jumal kam because ada boda kanila. Ya jamale yake dalil jumal kam because ada amala kanila da malam sato di Gambia. Ya jamia kadali jumal kam because I can treat differently from all the other villages in the country. So sa ni masakunda do sita fo yanta wala continue labam. Alilla mwani hakilo la mafoko masakunda manya na fonyi nkol makola because fonyi is part of the Gambia. Mafoko mo manya na jolal makola jolal are also another tribe in the Gambia. But why Kanila in particular? Is it because ya jama ya keje? So in president do sita yanta kelal even though amanka silot. Why all the Gambia, Kadila Dama do Kurang should come free, geo supply free, cash power free, kunko men fanga yalon ko nyinaka kumbo nyum kunko men na kula ya jame nyapita wandi kenyo la ka asika dila amenka ya jame la kenyoti amenka ya jame fala kenyoti amenka bala kenyoti kani la kenyo nyapita wala ka ata ka kunko kani nya kenyo nyapita wala ka mo la kenyo ata adi afanga ka kunko so mbadi wala mbo fula APRC the national executive e wultale through a spokesperson menketa one of their deputy leader menketa Rambo Jatati anila Perminte is a former protocol officer at the DC office in the United States. Wali APRC dungo dol contact men be diaspora e ko go for me kana woldida o go for me ka dada liji maka e ko te lafta make sure that ko kunko wala nako nyinga itama e te lafta le cash power nyi ba provide ba dila wala mbadi wala another interesting story about this case wala mnyindiko a former mayoral candidate menkata Bakar Baji Bakar Baji me alko alota as an independent candidate for KMC o findita ko nyaje fo nyinkol are opposed to this new government. Why nyaje kanila nyinkol are opposed to this new government because ila dingo menkata kanila dingo da kata fo nyi dingo do way ko la provide moli fo nyi ay doku kendol ke fo nyinkol. This is why they will always be opposed to this government. But mbadi won telebe ala tenta ba fala alhamdulillah rabbil alamin why Bakar Baji man katto fam fay play ke mayor nyaje Bakar Baji man third position of third position o ala betata o Gambia dual jabita bili Gambia man katto fay mule men kam to ko Bakar Baji ani Papa Jai because nini mo sifa kata no mayor di masi bobe kelal e mayor candidate ko lo akanyum ku sifa ko why can I have to be treated differently from other parts of the country? A village, it has a population of less than 2,000 people. Why they have to get water free? Right now, Kanila is owing Nawek millions of dollars. Kuramala Karola, Ninjiola Karola. Because Yajame, Kanila have to be treated differently. But Kanila and Koleoko, with due respect to them, Yemunya, Yalonko and the Tatan in Kolea for 22 years. Yajame Komenboka Kato Fire and Kian Nimbadi in Bladodo. I can't Silo Kelajaka Kudo. Ya Jamen in Lado about development for 22 years because we are opposed to him. So why Italiamana or Masakunda Nyantel treat like especially when they are opposed to this Masakunda, when they vote no to this government. Or good luck with Ila Kumbol, good luck with their Koleal face come right now. But Gambia is for all Gambians, the national cake will be shared equally and fairly. So Sister Jara, Mr. Buledu in Katago, you never killing Kanilai. It's not too early for them to cry.
Sana kanila inkol be kumbola ba intol bansan kol fana be kumbola le sana. Sila mani understand intol fana sila lafta silole la, lafta electricity la, lafta jikendo la, lafta water la, lafta everything la in Bansang. Bari kanila inkol for 22 good years. Imalon ko mol ke la control ke fangalele, ke la bilol joy fangalele. People are struggling day in day out. So it's only serious. Yeah, jabe mo wala ko do tala ba dilela. Yeah, understand it. No, this is serious. This is not even funny. Yeah, understand it.
Yeah.
It's always serious. Ba tulay ba subulay kate banna. ibalon na le ko bata kan bata Gambiano e sita bata kono le fo ike bayata bata kono kotota bata kono la thinking fang bata tale fimne kani mo be mi encounter kan they are also coming to encounter that go for men go for me afoy ko do yata whether bill bita fang kala whether they even have money to pay their bills sana atondi baro na fareta ala kalilu wage afa asita mita ta ya dunya ala mano mi Senegal mano mi alon ko atele ka kodo di ala be everything kala understand ko jikiri minna wasita ay ta kanila ay everything ke masinol boholol manol everything kom ya ka minke kanila ko la jube for whether those people will even look at his box abe vote kala dami abalo nako bilay ni lay fayda soto Anything, imanta vote lie bi, imanta vote lie sama. So, kanilai muso mi alon ka sita TV to QTV to ina mim for je. Gambian all were encountering more than it will be me encounter kam. Te mone na mankumbo, mone na manta ya kata television or kata si ka complain je. So Gambian all tata, Gambia dingol tata minna, true minna. If I be the same thing, let them go and work. If I do call a yellow bill sold ya joy family. So moment I mota la ke balundi for free. No. Moment the yantale tarot tala, hand dinner on me moving the on sign. Afraid Gambia didn't ibekela ila tell do call a yellow bill sold joy. Family be minkela yake family. So why is it expect lako government lenyanta everything kele or more lenyanta everything kele. Then kiansa for body boy for do koten bansa ya for base ya for. Yeah, understand. So why is LRD for? So why is it that it will nyanta expect lako baro nyanta it will balundila baro nyanta it will fota mina ya jameka minkela yaka nimbaro mistake ta pae bohololo nyile o ay mita ke nyile ayaki je nyama bakala all the consequences leto fana dula abakala jele because amanna pour kata one place ta jola atone kan laita ka ko nyi musol mil be complain la be wolle tala ke ma koy ay musu dol bula aw musol bi jele banta musol bi jele CRR musol be wulo kono le imang wol bu ko sifang e kamane ka boto kono manu do moy kata parole kono e do koke yela dingol la school fees jo gadinol kono everything ke o gadinol kono te o gadino fang ye UDP ta wala la o gadin ko do ye UDP ta wala ya balumde. So why is it that people see the complain? This is really sad and Sana is the same. It's
definitely.
Na tarante la parents all lebe odulato. Billahi I will kill myself because ngalo neko ni na parents all masote be mindo manantela fault la wote. Manta otala government ka. So Sana mimbe ibe mingbe dundi kanyo kono jang APR sinkol be fo fendi dundi kanyo kono. Itala nyato because those people are the party are dead already. So hani me fango batandi ye kuo be kele tantanta barokane na keta da tenterena because ngalo ne be mitinol soto kane be kuol ke kane day in day out they're going in and out. So hanama fango batandi baro hanama mistake la fang because imanta kani like tal manta vote like let him not even hakana fango batandi mo kana nene wala. I'm sorry Sana, they will never vote for him.
But Jara nela broda jele de lamin samata ko operation construction of Kiang Road. But now, but Jara, that didn't come on the border, that didn't come be silo sur la mum. Kiama wara, the labor busilo for a low fly back. Jinara Kia. Kiama waro.
Muna capital on Basambala Bansan Nesanas, Fenko Catalo Bansan, by the capital Lota Banyu, Loku Kesemambo Jabato, Anga Samba Bansan, a capital on the Bansan. On the Jenny Mol Vitaleka flight, as it was if you see a dominic. Nane Rohi Bakasakam Banyu Lede, Abakasakan so well. But we have to look into this. Thank you.
But Jara men Jakar Jara Nimbar Musikendo from Kiankoldi. My Muna Sajo Sisako, we the Kiankas have been suffering for more than 50 years. No road, no electricity, and no good sanitation. Can you like people please pay your bills as every citizen? My Muna Nakinya Chianka.
My Muna Silang Itala ko back in I will support you. Operation Construction Kiang Road. Ila kuwa maimuna mbeso na wala le tonya lem for how many good years and Kiang is always loyal to opposition. Te tonya they are the way they are loyal to UDP. Nina yakina sana 2021 UDP government nyanta katala Gambia no nga install bata bebe banale mo batata for 22 years inata si pawala be mira la e bata minke ite gambe nol tale wol bula bata
tonya dem bata bati bula de bar kiankol ni la ko be ni ende nyininka the number one found to the United Democratic Party. I'll point at Chiang.
Yeah.
I'll point at Chiang, definitely. Kiang Tundo Be, Kiang West, Kiang Central, Kiang
Samata, you win, so we are going to campaign Operation Construct Kiang Road.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that Alfanka Famenako, Fate Hejufi. It's not only about Kanila, it's not only about Miss Nakom and Beke Kanje. But Kanila, even during the time of Yajame, Jara and Biaji Jericho, Mano Kasanje price of Mena. Mano Kasam price of Mena Bangkok is different. Sukuro the same, different. Kudo different. So Anka be Kanila and Kolo. First, I left the money sign. It's a village of less than 2,000 people. Why do you think that everything has been spoken about?
Delta Wolela, Delta Domoro free la, Matresol Belarinho can free, La Bungol free, Mindun diatami ni edung, Nimindu diatami ni e finti. Yeah, understand?
Yeah.
Pulo tije, suto tije, Delta Wolela. Nimin pareta, you know,
Jare. Alafo Seni Jameko Chabo Bimba Burata Bundal Yele. Bako Chabo Bata Bulata Bundal Yele. Ni lañu ni kabrin ci vital ni lañ a video mfolole video ñim pause video ñi billahi wallahi tallahi kabri ya jambara Gambia nena man kamfa ko lu nga kamfa sifa men na balu jare ñamina jare kata fo dankunku kata fo same patonki o musol ke bulol le ta ke bulol le ta anin jur keso ye jio kaw dinko kono yele jaba jambolo jibon e tayol wasi yedu na karamujo je ite ko mita ite ka for cash power seriously the mean cash power kana pick a pole le follow ye pole ta kabrin combo fo kanilai je atel be nyum ko enje ko for 19 years 90 atel kana atel ka fa ni ente man sakunda support ye cash power na fejang o cash power kilum kana ka $7,500 atel fa mo fonsa je naweke na yolo ndatile kale ko al cash power san atel kala ko le complain billah wala kabri ya jambara gambe nena man kam fame aussi seriously ngamira ge amunda ko nyili is this right if nyili ibera right mind la nyimboko nyi hani sada dano le fisiya da nyindi hani geno le fisiya da nyindi billahi wallahi tallahi je gambia be ko do men kafu nyoma ke kilun ko sikatelier ake sembo la ka ko ala enjoy o dol mu dinkuru atella mu dinkendoti ya jame din kende ya fi gambe dingu beya gambe di ne video lamoy ya la min hakidola akoy content ron iteni be mu dinkuru billahi wallahi tallahi ko do bi manke dinkende ya fawon femme ya lon ko nyinte muslime ya fawoti je mano men be ko fi kan la adinte la mano c'est different price atel courant jola jisuma insere bolata jara soma mo be kadan kamfenda galaso sanje jara soma ngol kana kamfende galaso sanje because courant free wakola amatu atel ya la molu fa ya jame jola min fa mo flow fa gambe banko ya jame jola min fa amo man ngo fa gambe banko
that's true.
I tell you guys, you are born with silver spoon in your mouth, while you guys are born with a fire stone in your mouth. Billahi wallahi tala nyimko kam fa sifa men kenna kabri ya jambara gambe nen man kam fa like this. Yeah, ita pompa ko jio mana cash power na raja. Ata cash power na raja, cash power is for free. More kanalo ko so fe ko ha nyante be ta grace period. Mun grace period loti. Mun grace period loti. Billahi wallahi tsunami mina be kasara la. Mo le yajele.
Billahi
mo le yajele be tam ko dunia kon tare.
Jara sura hata en haklo brandi kudo la jang momo be num gambe ka agriculture folo num bage the two most horticultural gardens bilin jawra jamano kanata ya jamano was the Yundum horticultural and in the Bakau horticultural. I remember dinding time o e ka mandu gardino mo num Bakau area le be new Joshua and old Joshua ab gardino be radio Gambia balaji ka fe man gardino mo used to have a garden there. Woto Jara, I don't mean to garden or famude. Odoponi was sponsored by I think United Nations Development or FAO or something like that.
I think Brother Musa is here. He can clarify that because about I will know.
Have a garden in that place in Katanunje. programme fango o baro o bakaw faro kono jikendo fa bako sodoje because baro faro bakaw faro kono jiomen ko sodoje it was a salted water. People have to struggle for a better water pour na ko jibo ya jamina ta nya kaso wo gadino la yundum fanan the same thing obe jawara la gadino bala jere pam ni bobol na airport wala yundum police station nyatuno mobe ka tembe wala be sila baka ya jamina nya kaso wala atata kanila ay nyapita wandi kenyol kan in the first place kenyo mi alon ka fatante abatante anyapita kanila ko le kenyo kay gadino keje akwa ka musola sembendiya kanila mo ma fa mantra gambia kono but again men ko dimenyum ko kono wala video fa mantra niyo ko yade nafi ko mi an ko jompite ka fa mo le ko ha kanila is still part of Gambia ni mansa kuna yanda tra ye muso sembendiya ni muso sembendiya ye banko be sembendiya muso le be kumboga abe hypocrisy ni hasidi ya kola why one section of the country have to be treated specially different from others.
Thank you.
Why? Because of kanila lemu, because of it was former presidential Wulusato lemu jetu. You know, promo di jarai. But again, Kekendo will also like to talk on this topic. Kekendo, do you want to say something on this? Kanila anko be kumbola le sanji fulo famo kumpa. Yamo kianko mantra mono mingola. Kekendo. Kekendo kanila anko be kumbola le man sanji fulo famo sindi folo. Idro ko kole abi keri. Nani ko kole akili on tele wala ta sanji mo fula.
Sana.
Yeah.
Sana alimbaringul bula bari membe kering membe gedron wolo nyinti yalong mandinkolu ko nimboro mamme komatula mukalong yo waso mu kulati me yalong ko abedi abada hada madingo konole kailan ko lu ngaje wasabalia begele aning ala mutabalia fana bigele ani ala lanna balia ma foy bede bari menu fundida yenyin kumo fo video nyento wala ala muto dasatale illa alal nyasilang ya dasatale anila hadamadi ya kefango trust like self confidence ni dasatale ba ni wonte hadamadi go imuke jiko la hadamadi go kan ikasa masanni wala sabu ikafoko alternative plan is always good imuke jiko ta ya sembe hadamadi go kan anamadi ngo naka dila lu ala lungo hanning animan kuya hanning any circumstance man na ko mo gedota be nyamente but anamadi ngo kapasile tako fon adamadi ngo yalon kala life man guarantee ata fon boka provider fon way ala ka provider yo wala sabu ni eji ko sembe mo kan lungo ka soto lungo me yalon ko ite fon kan disappoint bakale wala ka rakani lay ya jambe be manzara wato men kanila en ko je fon be bulale and ibe domandul men fana wall everything was free for them but inana malon ko monko alala waro ka falinde na fulo kana la kana je kata la kana balwo fon kata la kana wala kiyan wodol ndenga mera nim monya naka complain sandotol kiyan bolnya naka complain bakale tako kiyan west andung amanke ko ngafo fenna kama bari ngafo dalilo la kama bawo dola kiyan west kabring jawara bota masakunda bala kiyan west. There is no infrastructural development me alonko aketa kia west siloni na silo me alonko motonya na kabodle normally 1 hour kuriya fuda main highway kan but because of silo la nature ni murol kata burka ingele 5 hours 5 hours ikata la burka siloni kan ati ya jamme fango fokan hadani alota national tv to alota meeting to ako tianko la silo ani sulu ni alon di silo kan ako sulu ka prefale aitaning biro kono la because gele lebuta yankol la silo alors that is the greatest insult but yet still yankol bela do ko la yankol le planol ke foyi MRC convince MRC ye berol jurma je pour ka silo ni ka level ya jame munafo ako MRC ni ye bulo ma wo berola ya janjan yankol la silo kan abe MRC close la from the Gambia MRC manghani because they are private institution they had to stop. So kianko man fundi banta for all these 22 years imandiam masakunda pro fanan nada ngam famutan namol man fundi mandiam so wala njakali mune ba sabula adol be benda kino domoka adol be ku kan arjano kon arjano bodage sanji killing han plan nyoman sifulo adol ka wuri badi wom ala mutabali alati wayi wom ala mutabali alati and then new government wallahi gina ton tollam hakilo be betar rekan and then people will be observing ni ye nyim movement no ke kata kanilai da ma handpick from all these locations for nyim tindol membe Gambia kata kanilai la nyim problem solve without doing it for all the consequences definitely I will be very 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 disappointed to like yango lora gadi notol idiamu tagere no musol gele bakau mini an ke kalo gadi noto ke kala wosio di Masakundala wo programme be no GRTS Masakundala na kamunde ke and that was ya James government adele wo programme nyumura I stop because agriculture adele wo programme nyumura I stop because ko musol kela wosi da mendi amukala fi fe fundim banta so say muna ba sabula nin kanila ko len of course they have the right to voice out but the point is Kanila is not the only place affected. More people were paying that bills for 22 good years. But we were out poor. So Kanila cannot just be, selected from, this majority here, all these things provide for them easily like that. I think Gobekala disappointment balati. Kian call ning monyang nakasila kendo soro ning facility soro. Wallahi gina do sana mafo fenka mabari kian waya disa bagele. Don nana man kurang soro. Nana man sila kendo soro kabirin jawara botegi. In fact jawara fo ngil laba. Ntol bulu rasila ko dolo kono kian. Saying abenyamen mashallah. Dia mosi ara sana. So nyina mu ko nyitige ngamera Masakunda manyen. Konyin kol ya Masakunda la weakness so yawlo suke. Di fundi de dia muta do kasilan de ko konyin kol ibendol le topia ko do alinga raje nanjinke alinga raje nanjinke.
It's 5 of them. It's 5. 5 of this. It's 5 bicycles. Come here. Oh. I think it's small. I think it's
wala physical plan ni begele purka wala silon ning anila other structures put in there but imam materialize so ndinga amela ni government ni nata purka development ni can continue as a process ibawo dol let's start la follow before be that places like Kanilai. I definitely believe that Masakunda manyan nakasong kara Kanilai because of ipunta bantale voice no kita dafa namba fundila ko kiyam ko ba fundila ko nasilo na gadinol mankura sodo mangi sodo ntol ma bela sodo so ntol be dey because wasatale ben na wato batunkan ben hargie batunkan anama do ngay mo kasi yela jiko la hadama dunkan ni wo hadama du pare de be kala nyaadi ibidala alkiyama wala kira Kanilai ni ye jiko la hadama dunkan même fo sodo ko ma wasi ni ne ka kela ntol la kiyam jio man sodo gi sila man sodo gi bari be dey tek ba man nay kan because mangi ko la mo kan ala ngala wala sabu yaja be montol mu fundino ala so sana mba fola liyo ko Kanilai ankol duka yesi yetangu ni la kula ronka ke blo la kula ronko yi harge batu sana ala baraka
abaraka ba ke kendo najele fan chankol fe ya platform on fa dominate right
sana
it's everywhere
sana sandolom yaja metara Gambia hafo be ay sukrol san ayadila ay ba madi kienna ken ndolo New York City ka fa dawra si senyo ana nyon kianka din kendol membe America banko kanja sane ko la nyo ka sukro men di kienno sanga sera ya jamla sukro so nintemu ni militara Kanilai TV ni militara Kanilai ko militara TV tengi be indi am si bala ni le din kendela pra celebrate la ye fon sumbo holosi na fo ya jamati ya ban telephone sa ken ni man plan bi de soto barakanta ya ni balo bele be ni man plan bi de soto ma fo Kanilai be bar momon ndiyam da QTV barakanta ya ite balo bele beng
bal shan surada
barakanta ya balo bele beng
surada yenyi mem foten ye pointo do sama nan janne instead of ko Kanilai dingol the APRC party wala jobita ile executive through Rambo Jata pata kake so say APRC is it a party for Kanilai or a party for Fonyi alone why can't they do the same thing to other communities in the country meaning they are voting for APRC but why they want to take Kanilai's case as a particular case or a very special case
wala mudin kuriyal ima kabren jare be diamala jare min ako bansa Rambo jara ma ba hon ko la sa Kanilai ko din kuriyal tambi tawal ni ma din kuru bulo mo man ta Rambo bulo mo kiyan ko ba fa ndela kiya jare ba fa ndela bansa nda ba fa na birika wona nyaan so ni Rambo ka kada Kanilai la kada wala fa sa din kuriyal tambi tawal ni be din kuru bulo man ta Rambo bulo mo fay din kuru e kon don din kuru dinkuru yala be alaman tankala dinkuru yala ya jame sifa dunia Gambia ko alaman tankala bay ala baraka
ya nana broda jele Musa Sedi anim broda Mbemba Bayo iko the Blackstone generator membe nung janjambure ya yama generator tala nung asamba atara alandi kanilai and again na jele fana nung ko reportol kono social security and housing financial generator bami yalon ka beje ni using dul kumandi ka generator men use ya jama generator fana tala nung bondi kasamba nung kanilai fenke balanta wala nung the former managing director Graham wala sabu nung ay Graham ta abayinu so ya jaba dala ta yamuta
sana bansang fana ko la generator ba me yalon ga nyanta bansan ya jame asikala asaba bansan bari bansan ko la dinkendo sana jawara kabra dibite ya wi nyamendro atara generator ta kanila asama bansan straight away
yeah so again so nitel ko sa ko
pujama baleketa wonna billah wala kanila ko te jela
yeah so ku baleketa anu again dol beje ye ya jame la fongol ta kanila le fano because adiatel bala be be silaring ya jame foni kumandile ay foni dingol kumanda ko alal dingol samana foni dingol men karante men man karang ay be dunde place olto na Gambian National Army fata foni dingol nin Casamance dingol ben alon ko fay ma ABC lo bala ay mina fano landi wota ko lako al dingo momo ya try ko kan tele jamfa alba regre le waya le dingo samana dunia ko ya jame ni landi foni kolga wala sabunu ida dana Gambia department the managing director is a jola wala sabu bina jola dolje iko why this new government is removing jolas and replacing them with mandingas and other tribes nko why can't you ask yourself this question o jola melon ke bondi jimare ke ya jame bila bo jola ke ja jimale bondi nu ay manding ko le bondi nu ay replacing jola la the managing director of GPA was a jola the inspector general of police was a jola Gamtele managing director was a jola social security jola general police inspector general is a jola navy commander is a jola everything was a jola and ya jame mondin ko ni sido la boni ni ya jola le keje be jola replace ka jola ka kumbo ko ne ko tribalism ke kan jola la karola why harma du wonta ka fa menyina la so soon wala ka fa be to nyaaje le be nyaka sila so odon badin kanila in call kanila is part and parcel of the Gambia Fonyi is part and parcel of the Gambia but the national cake will be shared fairly and equally and naba nyama gobanko development yanta tala priority redo population o shara da men follow meni sula tala follow ya di wala so woto kanila en kola ali munya this is what we've been going through al patient soro this is what we've been going through for 22 years so ni interest munya no insanji mo nim fula kono mbama lim fama le munya sanji mo nim fula kono ye fa sanji mo nim fula kono ko telephone yi munya sanji furo fama mbam furo anu atela le sanji lu le soro ni ala sontala ma fo ala koma atele abekala ten for 5 years anu APRC al salon ko APRC man ka foni patio da mata man ka jola patio da mata al kam men fo nata ko APRC is for all Gambians al bara as Gambians al Gambians treat equally na dibitol na mayo ko men kam do ko Bakar Baji ito de mama ite be katto sur la Gambia ko dengue because if you want to be a mayor for KMC and this is how you judge things ntiman juma be katto fayete but thank God that Gambian fa nyaayelta KMC ko nyaayelta be man katto fay Bakar Baji ani Papa Njai because no the masi bobe kelal UDP was right to choose the right candidates mashallah we have Rohim Malik Law in Banjul we have Talib Bensula in KMC we have Sirifo Sonko in Birkama we have Fode Danjo in Basse and we have Modulamin Sanyang in NBR ibe dogu kendo kaka mashallah we hope and believe that Baro Youth Movement will not go to Kanilai. And Gambe Fana, network flabe caring Gambe Nyantan Haklo Laodola. QTV and Infatu Network. Even sabotage mission da Malekam. They are very biased. QTV Bililo running Saintema. We never saw them talking about the plights of the farmers, the poor farmers. They never visited our health centers. They never went to anywhere that is of a national concern to Gambians. Why they want to go to Kanila just because of Musole call na Kanila? They didn't go there as journalists. They didn't go there as investigative journalism. No. They were called by these people. Because they are not going to GRTS command the only people that will go to Fonye, put a Fonye the plight body, I become a Fatu network lady, Wala QTV. This is why they went there. So Muhammad Jah, because we know how you've been doing with Yahya Jammeh. Yaya Jame bribe, Yaya Jame da family, put left the Minkala no Yake. This is how you were able to survive in Gambia for that 22 years. But please, QTV is a national TV. Be fair and balanced to Gambians. Go and show things that are of national concern to Gambians. Kian bebe tinyari na alta kian tandi. Badi bibe kumbo kalte tandi. Bala biya tata na rodro. Thanks to President Barrow and the Barrow Youth Movement. Yanta men nehal ni molo nehal. Yanta men makoy mol makoy. Because Barrow na phone le ay ko do di jele. Atara jele for that so-called reconciliation when justice is not served. You are talking about reconciliation. Atara jara Somali. If say for ya jaju chile musol midle, you ko do wol fanana talking about reconciliation when justice is not yet served. When they were trying to pull the cart before the bull. So we'll take a no jam kotenge. Again, Mbadwol, you know, on a topic maybe Jara will have a final say on it before we move to the third topic of the day. Jara, do you want to say anything about Kanila and Kola Kumbo?
Hani sana sila okay mpanambe vote la kiankole they have to help them yani bita kanila help la baro nala mul anala kalilu wage anala dal kodi penkoto anala mano minka luhuske ay nyanta kiankol mako la kiankol silang isafatale maluta samata male because bansang comme sura hata ya fo nyamin itata consequences so they are facing the same thing kanila be face tam so ibaje la ko puka kanila in kolta ka wol bondi mola problemo ila problemo mimba e be mi encounter kan the whole Gambia la problemo ko be kanila ta da man solve la that nimbaro ka be o kala be kole ala bakele so kanila in kol mil sita jang ibe complain la ita do ko nyine do ko ke yela bil sol joy famale because this is really annoying because sana me and your party wole do fanan ngodi mim because ntol be the same national issue lem because barobi jana min kala government o imantara mol mako ka imantara victim mol mako kan tol fanan hajo bi jam fana itol min sita ye how many years can ila ba enjoy la ila buake so ya jama mol la mol pale ay mol la mol baramale o mol felenti siri jan dol bi je de kano ibe larine just like if rungle be larin wonya patata hani jaralo fanga ima soto so ya expect la ko baroyete tol mako victimol mil bi je fang hana manke fenti fang baro salon ka bota wol bota UDP le baro salon ko gambiano lem hana manke UDP issuti ay wol mako wol alaba jola wole to abe nafa soto la wole to dan ay si akabita anyil mako la gambiano le moitida si mako no le barate wol tala wate la problem ay asol fi ay moy bola because ya sugol bondi jane everything bondi jang ita samba gayo le take the whole Gambia fana nyanta samba la je fatu bana la timo nyanta samba la je wol fana le because wol dam manke kanila dam manke gambiano oni ya samba no kanila ko le pour wole muru kanang ibe fana le batandile because they will never ever vote for them. Thank you.
Exactly, Sister Jara, yafu nyame wala mu memman lafi oboka lafi na koy wato left the drong abe kula noma baro administration no foyele sutatili ni la tala salam ni mamu salam but at the end konka fo nyame at the end of the day balno kon tel membe diamu siala jantel men dabe siala nyakari kolofo balno kon tel laftela baro billing presidential election wala kana for the last election men kada mayor election for you never vote for him and they will never vote for him. But again, we will never treat them as our enemies. Najila ko itele dula jibe jarbe rinda be jarbe wala. UDP masakunda no be siri njembi. Ebe gambe be treat equally. But masakunda ka tamanya be mole mello first come first serve priority wise population wise. Aka dig bango ko do ko nyama. But ita folo ko ndinde president yanta yala do bukula because abura nyi sa do lokon. So again, be dan lo kala fo nyin ko ko ala fo patient soto ya domondom this new Gambia is here to stay adiata akwate APRC party yo mi alan ko ko kra fonyi ko le mako ya mako fonyi da malan Gambia di let them think twice. APRC is not only for fonyi Bakar Baji na bonyol any politician who want to use this situation pour ka capitalize sakam pour ka foko political karolem ibe kala nafiko ibe kala hasido anu Gambians will not listen to you anu alkana surprise mama kind of old people albamo la ibori fonya kanyi sifale maji je follow de but then at a morning la nyina ja tala phone la kanila come ate he's good at that amira abita jele fana itaji I will promise kubala ata barala ata politiko ka wala nyama
yeah
so kabla mbadugol mbal tentala mbay jay la tan yalon kal ben jibe kan again ambena topic sabanjango ñu introduce la drone and then I will hand over to Jara as the moderator Jara topic sabanjango menti bi wala mu Fatu network ke odole invite la platform odo me alonko ako ate is economist abe diama ko tulo la kalola tulo me alonko ko wala findi da Gambia ako nin tulo ni na findi da Gambia tulo ni di compagnie saballa bala compagnie sabol be do 40 le sodo do 40 sodo do 20 sodo akita 100% ako Gambia government have zero Jara common sense namna dani momen nyamata tulo findi na banko kan na mansa kundal mata o tuloma na mansa kundal be contrat go dila momo la memmi na o tulodi dala mansa kundal 0% soroje common sense be sense mek la no nyaadi de ay nata ci platform be ala ko dunya be ba jibe kam abo fala lu ngomena they have about 1000 views dunya be jibe kam ima condemn ima fay ka nyum foja man sense mek because anol be mun kilo wala dit parts of the same feather flocks together so ban man nim ko membe diamla no nyamata tulo men kala mo nyama nyana mala de sana Jara ko kola another press release sort of member from the Ministry of Communication and the Ministry of Energy wol ko drilling ni me alon ko mo ka fa ko drilling nyanta commencé la Gambia last week drilling kuma commencé Gambia iko drilling me be commencé la Gambia o be kala testing nati and that's going to be at the end of this year ibo drilling ka dalu men ka wala ka tajibe tulo men be Gambia la quality mu munedi fulanjango the quantity that we have pour ka nin commercial proposal nada iko compagnie sabale involved wala fa compagnie do be ka fa ko Petronas and compagnie do be ka fa ko Airrim nani njang wala Gambia government iko so far based on the quantity member sort of for commercial purposes Gambia must kunale siabe tarala wala ka but why this man of all people ngonde ma tolong anu malifika to fanglo kata si platform ka warande amara Gambia non nyanta silala Fatu network la jaray nim protection de kala Gambia big Gambia non nyanta protest kala against Fatu network la Fatu network should be banned wala Fatu network yanta restriction o change la yanta men follow la why Fatu network is only Baro administration kawda mal condemn why Fatu network buka who can no report Gambia or any development concerning the new Gambia why Fatu network mo le invite le platform do men yalonko e ka même fo don pour ka men mislead adu harma dungo dol beje wol buka dulaje buka fem moy ye menje drone wala ye mom fo be ka lawda mal so I think ñu ko fulo ñanta wala kacala why Fatu network Gambia no ñanta silala why Fatu camera Gambia no ñanta la ko this woman is a hypocrite this woman is very biased in muso wala fi Gambia karo wala fi Gambia ñatu tala because ñi mo sifa dra ko le invite al platform Modou Sabali boño lemu Madi Jubata ñol boño lemu this group gol boño lem Dr Ismaila Cissé ñol boño lem and again atata ñi ken dungo keje na ko ñi ken dungo kam report is for the betterment of Gambia wala Baro administration they will never invite him to that platform jaray
yeah
o do sakka bunda ile woto na badi ngol bula ya ale diamu and okay kendo please if you can put the code on the screen I think some people want to call in jaray over to you
Baraka sana thank you very much kekendo malon fonsina no ite abanki nyininka concerning about this oil ibe min fo kan Gambia kono aning Fatu network sana bottoming just fola jang because obviously Fatu network o ntenga fananga kumodo moye fanang I think pengo mi mon commencer follow mamira isina kuntu isina drone and then to the conclusion abe jahalo be warala bakele de kekendo
jaray
na
abaraka bake yalong
yeah
media nyana ka hakilo tu bakele ibe kumo men fola bantala okay niaje ning mansa akala député ko walando kala ministre lu ni ke karandi ke kalindi nyina ko the oath of security and then the oath of ponko nationality ke world cup nyin kalindi fulolela nyin kamala ko kumo dol bige hanni ayata nun ko aduta nyawnyara nin ite manyan nakawo kumo nyin kawo fudinde banta nyaje masaka woke ikawoke nyina kama pour banko la tanko bari journalist o mba expect la ko mun ko journalist o nyan naka ethics nyulon ala do ko kono le because every do ko yalo ethics bi yele men kay tan la ko kudo beje hannin aduta nyawjala ni itam manyan na ko fo sago kuma yalon ko ila mansa ima fundendi follow ima fo ko nyinde beje but ko mun ko meya speculation wala mu sako ila credibility nyin as a journalist nyen ne ko kanda at all times so ngamira faru network it all email la direction on long exactly walanto journalism la ethics nyin ima wala long walanto ilafta ka relevance nyin da mala nyin in the Gambia because it is very very misleading pour kara fo Gambia no leko Gambia la tulo nyin men nata nyin nan kamolo mu Gambia tati anin nyin nan kamolo mu nyin tati imma men fo mo national media to follow but just a mere speculation wala mu faru kamara be men ko kan nan and we saying na result also to the result of me alonko iko Gambia is gonna have 15% of that oil 15% in wala soto lagi and then there is a possibility that an extra 5% might be added to that 15% to add it up to 20%. So saying faru kamara na ngim fan ko ni ay mem focus 0% but again come to think of it mo den kata nyar wobe possible la nyadi le tulo e sila banko kan ite only 0% like 0% you have no percentage puru wotulo nying ibe fo muna fala men now banko nyuma la nyamara what is the essence first sample Gambia ko masa kunda wotulo nying yasin yalon kudo be je sanen men fuja wala muto nyaati ni mo nyamata men ka kumo fo ni wo nyamata lamo laru wol nyama nyen kama kamera fal kamera fo ninte mate di wala to malo jumal fo nying interview but it all nyen na kaitandi wala le ko amanke no to nyaati because tulo to sinna no banko kan Gambia ba ko e 0% soto now the 100% is going to be distributed to the oil company many along wole na sing Gambia now mune asabu Gambia ni wole contract ko sign because where nin contract ko be dada ni there is going to be an agreement dolla masakunda nyama ma yet contract ko you sign with another institutions me along ko wol bi ne ben banko la tulo sin me along ko abenna banko la kan Gambia masakunda 0% so again then wole this 100% you better than your team it doesn't make sense
no
it doesn't make sense na information on menso science and me along ka fundika social media ko ben ajala Gambia masakunda be 15% so lagi iko a possibility ko ibe extra 5% news so la member la ni 50 lokan ay ke 20% and then ning tulo ko ning amanche ko ning percentage demande ma Gambia da ma ka so because school me along ko a critical the bakel akasing menna manpower aning the human resources ning is very very expensive han machine men for the marketing is very expensive now ni bodo rena mol men binala men be o machine ni use la wol londo may use je ika bele fenage so this is multi-million dollar projects me along ko Gambia masakunda will be able to afford it and handing Gambia masakunda ya for those of the classic we don't have the human resources for kanyin to learn things so in that case we must bring some people me along binala on a contract basis well ya sing and then be percentage of like as a company and ni bital so you never ko kono but is a very misleading news from Fadu Radio kafoko monko Gambia masakunda be 0% so like aman sense for make that doesn't make any sense me alon ko mo nyana ka believe and I believe that ade Fadu Camara from member wo interview kan ade mo nyana ka lon ko wo mu blue lilaty wo tekela no anywhere in the world and Nigeria me alon ko kafoko 5% already in every barrel that is even better 102% but to say like 0% that's a blue light definitely.
Baraka Kekendo, thank you very much. Albe Kekendo la diamo kahomoele. Surahata? Is Surah there?
I think Surah is busy, but I can come in, Jarai.
Sana, you can come in, yeah, exactly. Sana, you can come in, yeah.
Yeah, Baraka Bake, Sister Jarai. Jarai, Nyang Hakulu Gandhi Kufulala, follow again. I think this is a reminder to President Baroko, Moment la Parliament Midentella. We just believe that ko Mantara Takan Silola, and in Mealonko, UDP or Kele. Well, I have President Barola Podo condemn. But at the end of the day, in President Barola, I give a Balonoko and Kabin Tella. In President Barola, I network all GB. Minna multi-million billion day 1 million President Barola coalition of flag bearity, ya commercial role ka condemn and kabi malafala. They only bring stuff Minalonko is negative about his administration or anything that is negative about President Barodama. Wala sa President Baro yanda katala entel kamul jamfandi. Ay UDP call kamul jamfandi ay UDP call fasa pour minalonko na duda UDP call kala lo afe because in the level lo afe aduda nyawonya.
Billahi.
Jara fulanya wala munyindi ko the newly elected president of the Gambia Press Union Menkara Sirif Boja Engineer Tibiri Akanyeta about interview ta ko Gambia journalist so for so Seattle bala be man ka journalist oti akon journalist man difference along between to be an activist and to be a journalist na activism ya ye wala ta ya dundi journalist ya kono wala sabu teleyama it's all about reporting negativity, all about misleading people, and it's all about telling people me along kamen beta nyi me along kamen beta nyi mansa kundala anu fatu network bo lokono ay Africa bo lokono QTV bo lokono ani jonyol but kekende kuma kilimbo is very important ni nyama to empire di la platform do abe kuma fula kaman sense me gido ba interview ka ejenda ka question wala ka challenge ko dola bal namra ko nyimbe kuma mon foka ngo time o akumul mu kule melan ko wala diara Omar Walila because Omar Walila ba interview kan do
hade
ni nyamaro na da si de la platform o ka foy ko tulo bo da Gambia sade o kono akam da jara ne la kolon ko ila so ko na kolon sinje kolon e jio na beta na yoro na si tan men na so kono ide man fensoro ja ali si nya kasin na waka nyamaro jimala bol kala tulo findi Gambia man sakunda soto mulla mata mo sakunda ma foreign company yole na ya beta 100% ani Gambia man 0.01% function roje obe sense meg la no nyaadi
sense meg no la de
but because of my interview ka be mon foka adiara Omar Wali yele Omar Wali be si mena platform ka men tamo platform de fatu network ko usi vale ka diay so they will never question that the legality or the truthfulness behind that report o mano be men foka or one more time Gambia lol ni men be protestation ke kam min yalan ko kata protestation le ko wala protestation la organize wala lafta ka operation organized in the Gambia. They should organize operation or protest against this bias platform on Kamdo Fadu Network and in iAfrica and in QTV. Alenda wala protest or kela wale. Alenda wala condemn la. Alenda wala kela so datili because you mantra kamena ka poor people will misled. Come masses will misled. That's the only thing we can Gambia. You can send in the Milan Kotonya and you can investigation about their reports.
Wala Antonia.
Wala fisi ada ka foko balamba this new government because democracy be carry because freedom of expression be carry. Alafona activism has nothing to do with journalism. Gambia journalism altale ethics of conduct sol jibe. That's what Sirif Bojan said. Because some of them they don't even know the ethics of conduct of the Gambia Press Union. Of if one have to be a journalist.
Wow.
On you. Fatu Network, same on you. And that so-called he's a liar. He's an enemy of progress.
Sure.
So nyintulo la karola diba masakunda ya marimena wala mena aide ndi umefula masakunda to nyala ntulo sotta Gambia le masakunda ma jora ngosoro ima mim soto ima nafulo soto pour que dirilinke but again masakunda ya jibe Gambia dingula nafa be dame na man kano 50-50 di ay ke 60-40 di e kana percentage o beta ya di lunta wala again company kilindro ni enta involve nyingono why 3 different companies why the more companies that is involved the more the share will be the percentage will be shared between them. Let them deal with one major company. Wale 60% ta Gambia 40 ta wala 50 ta Gambia 50 ta because Tonya la jora tembulu nyunko ndemo nintro ko ndemo le tala mede mako e netulo bulu wala na tulo be tala ba ko no jele me kala tula fra donc tulo be mbulu ban ta nafa jela we understand that but Gambia masakunda na be contract go sign on behalf of Gambians al contract go sign me alongo in the future na fa be tala je al company will engage many alongo. They will not only look at their interests, but they will look at the interests of the Gambians too. There are right now Kumbobe caring about Semlex. Semlex has been condemned in so many countries. Semlex has been banned in so many companies. But why? Gambia government is engaged in SEMLEC when it comes to our passports and our national identification cards. And you go company me alonko as ID card or didano, but why government give it to SEMLEC? But Jamabafanko, thanks to Batembedu, we are making an investigation on that and we will come to that. Batembedu is the lawyer for SEMLEC. Batembedu is the lawyer for so many companies, many alonko. They have a problem with the former regime. Why Batembedu is engaged with all these companies? Because Batembedu is the one advising President Barrow and the Barrow administration to engage SEMLEC because of their interest.
Ya ñinin kale BBC de sanan koy tulo ya moyle ya koy ibe Belgium
no moyle
yeah
Baron kay ko appoint the right people for them to do the right job, put the right people in the right place so that they can deliver for Gambians. Batembedu is a shame to Gambians. Batembedu is making this new Gambia to fail. It's because of Batembedu SEMLEC have been awarded that contract because ID card did that. The ID card price of but why the contract is awarded to SEMLEC? Why our people cannot be trained for them to do the job? Provide the machines for Gambians. And again, Draman Toure company and Asan Toure, the two brothers company, they said that they could do this job. Why it's not been appointed to Draman Toure and Asan Toure?
The Gambians.
So again, wala sabo nyintulu company la kola. To nyalem da joran ten tel bula sombo ten dembulu. But the Barrow administration should be very careful about how this contract will be awarded to this company, the percentage share that we want to have. But we want to tell the enemies of this new Gambia code, they will never succeed, inshallah. The enemies of this new democracy, they will never succeed. The enemies of United Democratic Party, they will never succeed. And the enemies of this platform for UDP TV&MEDIA, they will never succeed. This UDP is here to stay. UDP TV&MEDIA is here to stay, Jarai. Our new democracy is here to stay. Our new Gambia is here to stay because Gambians have suffered too much in 22 years. So all these things are here to stay. Abaraka Bake, Sister Jarai.
Thank you, Sana. Abaraka Bake. Brother Musabe in. Brother Musabe Konoto. Brother Musa, can you talk us through section of meaning Patamala Network? Patamala Network.
Yeah.
Fakamara Network, I think concerning about this oil issue. Abaraka, brother Musa.
Okay. Abaraka Bake Jarai Kambarandi Bake and Tekatral enjoy Kambe Karankanala Bake.
I know, brother Musa. You are part of the
Jarai Yalong Debinala specifically on Fatu Kamara. Fatu Kamara mu keta moleti mi alongo ntenga mira si is an enemy to progress. Andum Fatu Kamara aka Gambianol bilitul bakel. Niaje be mo invite la platform auto wo fanantata je akwa karantale. He is an economist. So I feel now maybe he is one of the best economists in Gambia. I ko fananko Gambia la population o jama babije atabina mim fola wolma long bawo wolma wo karangoke. So anata ka tilimbali ya Gambiano la komin dalta fola le nyamen karanal ka Gambiano nene purila interest o kan. Bawo mamira wo duniya dulabe kere mi ya lonko ndala korda kono ibina ye fenkeje mi ya lonko itebe benefito sotola je nteka 0% soto ngamra hani nyamato ito fola woy nyamato mbe siloka.
Thank you sana yole for them.
So sometimes nyin journalists ol inyanta jubela le kamosi fanya dille invite on their platform. Whether ikatra under the influence of alcohol lebang wala ikatra under the influence of this prohibited drugs flag. So niye mo kumandila platform moto mi alonko Fatu Kamara alanyin platform moto nabe interview la a lot of viewers like ajube. So for example in the West here maybe nteba jube kan with a Western friend mi alonko wobeo lamwela ko Gambia la one of the best economists letara si kanyin ko analyze abafula molie ko tulo findita Gambia but Gambia will have 0%. what is he going to take Gambian for?
Yeah.
So nyanta nyimbulala le ka itandi molla ko ni aje tata karamuto itata fo university ilawo alfal milman karan kana jutuila ni me makoy kana jutu na ya sambe kan
walen to nyati
andun kana fennati banko kam mi ya lonko ebe banko ebe problemo inside la banko kan yalong we all agree and disagree with President Barrow. Bari until being a feel ko laftale President Barrow pura succeed. Niajembe balandimbe mamfasi ka itandi President Barrow la pura abita silo ka nyamim because ninga feel ko President Barrow ilafta sambala silo la kamia lonko amam kesila kendo tinka guidelines le dia la pura na silo kan so atudate le bulu faba mutala fata mutala. Look, President Barrow supposed to look into Fatu Kamara's situation.
Yeah.
Nate malong abe Fatu Kamara abe minkelala, let him involve Ministry of Information bijele andung na security service ol bijele inyantale Fatu Kamara la previous phone call jube mi ya lonko Fatu Kamara la interview jama bije they could incite problem in Gambia. Andung janin dimbabe malala iya foko eba fala maybe janni bita dimba fala ika prevent le pour dimba nyin kana mala at all so Fatu Kamara kanyim mo si fal sambana ngala platform oto si need to be very much careful because mo jamal le kala platform o jube abatinan le molbe jutula la platform ola niya korosi kerfatu ye nyine kenun jangbirin kerfatu report about OJ Jallo's fertilizer saga OJ Jallo kidita akabita kitio la nte hani bi manna o kitio case ni moy malo foy 20 million la diala ba
20 million kadi jumala
OJ la bao ako ateka o damage le claim 20 million dollars
20 million did part of got 20 million
yeah, because niaje ngo natina because Fatu Ture try to be a katale purka investigative journalist. So Fatu Ture o doku kendo ke ay oje expose oje malonga be minkela wala tina oje ni borbata ta akwa abita kiti dulal. But moldi amuta oje len kay ko nyin ko bondi kiti dulal because ni lafta disgrace lebe disgrace la because nyimbe kele malu wallet. So ni Fatu Kamara kana nyimmo sifal samana Fatu Kamara we have been seeing here Fatu Kamara is always provoking Gambian people because Fatu Kamara I Rambo invite janala platform or Rambo tata je nonsense tija mamim foje
ngamara wala Kamara because
I will be CDI will katata la platform or hani demi na brother Yunus Hydra bringaje Fatu Kamara la fonko dombe do kudla mala mono barinko what is the trouble going around again because niye mo jamaje Fatu Kamara la network oto kake controversial okay mbe bola woto minala shortly on Kanilai issue
yeah
jaray jaray nte kabrin jita school nga kumas nka bilo jomba mai bilo nte tata na holiday dolo ntata sere kunda ngatra yela pompol la metal falling I could remember hanisa manyina la ntata ngela bilo joye mbe luaso la korda min kono nu ngela ntata ibrila bilo na ranko kala samana ntata purka bilo nyinjo it was $1,070 this was about 2-3 years ago so bring ngeni nko ko faltel dalta kanyim bill si falejo how do you people manage to pay this bill because ngalon ko albert living kordamin kono jam many of these people living here ela joman tambi $3,000 sola e konye ko no just recently lo naweki en na bill sol falling so sa na bilo ka haile na metal falling so sa na bilol ka haile so I was surprised nata jeko eko Kanilai call buka kurango joy buka jiojo okay this is a simple mathematics so the Gambian people were paying for those bills for Kanilai people So ya jamme ay tandi Gambia no la ko altelte fenti mal muta fenti. So kanilai nte bota walleton kanilai dingol I will give them all kind of priority. Na fonna boy dole wol they are from Fonyi. I don't want to mention his name. Nena nga fa nka boy ila mol kumande nko ko ya jamme balla mol fundi kanne because they are eating, dancing, imam batalong nka ko bare sama. They will face the consequence of that. So be wole be caring kanilai ni kanilai nkol ka wuri ko bari muso fango e diamo banne maybe journalist o nyinne malo ngabe minkela because muso kayle ko cast power anyanta muso nyinin kala yalo ne mimu cast power tiba pay as you go lom pay as you go ngamra cast power multi pay as you go.
Yeah, pay as you go then.
So if you do not pay, how can you go?
Because they want someone to pay for them.
Okay, then Yafo Ya Jamaica, because Ya Jame now is thinking of his family, because I Gambia, Yalo Nimol Fanka for Kodobe Ya Jame Bulle. Let us think critically here. 1994, before Yaya Jame came, there was Continent Bank. Yaya Jame took an overdraft of Dolba for 300, Dolba for 500, I don't know. Where do he get the money? So, Gambia no nyanta nyonyi ninkala ko, nyanta alona ko, kodo minkananu, Gambia la kodo mu Yaya Jame kaka tat. So, niwo be keri ni Gambia no fankana si ka foko Yaya Jame kodo ba bulle. This is why Oto Barofa nambe ton la mol bulle kake kodi tioti, because he is going to do according to Yaya Jame fana minke to enrich himself.
Yeah.
Because ni Barofa na Baro youth movement olo miya lonko mo buke audit mo malo ila kodo ka bodaming so saying ila modo sita ko niaje man jama lo because he man kodo so anu president Barofa ya for political platform oda ko the money is already there mbe jama lola le mbe boholol sinna mbe jinkela so where is this controversy coming from now?
We do not know. Nyine mo la problem ota and fangala own youth movement Barofa fangala own youth movement no wala nata siye nyinku mosat what is
mbe min fola president Baro e wala mo nyinti ko a lot of platform o min to adiamuta ni sira tol beje wala nyamato e manta mi mo tanna ka fo mo be where with their 100% sense so yala kumol lamoyle ay kumol milfo so nakana ni kana lo ko te kala molka kuma dofo anyantala atay president olet ate kana diamu ko ala o youth movement molka diamu nyami nay kumofo it have to be very very sentimental. So naka kuma fulofo anyim for youth movement fanana kura ko they have sponsors but ala spokeswoman ko they will be raising fund. Okay, the other topic minaraje wolom nyintiko we were talking about President Barrow coming to UDP or he was on the coalition or whatsoever. President Barrow was a UDP member, a very bona fide UDP member.
Yeah.
Me alonko any UDP member a President Barrow respect le andung ngala ala UDP dia UDP kamang doubt soto what. But ni President Barrow resigned because of coalition mandate. Tonyalo mu atemanya na affiliate la openly with UDP womu tonyalet. But if ma kala mutako ni President resigned la muso fananka resign from your political party. So Fatoumata Barrow could have been a representative for President Barrow in UDP's activities.
Yes.
But Fatoumata Barrow le fango nata ke moti mi ya lonko atele fango ya kodi UDP la dan President Barrow. So say ni dewo keta yaje ko kute kela no UDP kome lafta murula na UDP ka okay mbe President Barrow kila mo dantan nekang in UDP mo dantan drong. Let him go and face those people.
Thank you.
A lot of President Barrow aita solo sande na family ya bang aya fo ko nte lafta lola UDP la ticket holla ayela moy wolbe mune folay. Na buta jaita nogo injaya.
Thank you.
Na buta jaita something dom. Aita lamaron wolia. Aita Sadio Kunjan Sane wolia. Because wolle keta moti minuli ya lonkon ko pro President Barrow ko nyinul mu national hero let. ñinul mu national hero leti ñinul keta moleti mi ya lonko imam pati la ku jube Gambia la jube pour que Gambia bondi sontel Gambia dingul ko pour ñinul mako ye jara president Barrow ya ñaka sila so ni wobe caring president Barrow nata ñaka wala fon nata je ko president Barrow is associating with the enemies of Gambia minul ya lonko ikata president Barrow fa ikay ko look at you, do you even have the caliber to lead a compound, much more a country ala broda komi mala broda Sidin Jai way wala fay.
Thank you.
So ni Sidin Jai yo for president Barrow be president Barrow is hawking and drinking tea, dining with Sidin Jai from the taxpayers money woman kanyang for Sidin Jai aka Sidin Jai samba nationwide ka itandi Gambia no lako banko dinkendo felent mi yalon ko wala lafta Gambia malala so minuli kelo ke Gambia ye samba mile to ye rape ye bute ye any kind of torture kelete milong ako wol mu banko dim furingol let so bi ite na sula wala ikana foko nte lafta le ngana alte la patio to koteke ngana ngaka la candidate or ngaka la party leader ngaka la president koteke for the next 5 years again I get 10 years or president Barrow lafta Gambia be fala le
silande ako jahalo wara
so mbe min fola president Barrow wala ko he is a coalition president andung coalition o e luwal londi ko ni president Barrow lota coalition o la MOU ko 3 years bar MOU fana mu keta fennet mi ya lon ko woni banko la constitution o manyota banku dingol ko 5 years president Barrow be wala kelaje na yo kije atema right soto ka law. So akana fango but let him understand this simple statement. Atema nyanka law. So abe fewo fena to consolidate himself into power ayabula ni wanta abe ton la leka ke dictator. Andu malafu wala atala legacy kom.
Musa?
Yes.
Lafta mim fola because President Barrow yalo neko ba Usenu Leng flag bearer of UDP.
Yeah.
So how on earth atebeke no a flag bearer of UDP to modo bije?
Yalo nimbe tonya fola nyoye President Barrow and his surrogates are trying to undermine the leadership of UDP.
Thank you.
Mbe tonya le fola nyoye mote kela blind supporter because niaje nga Fatu Kamara maja ne Fatu Kamara because nga lonko she is undermining President Barrow's administration.
Yeah.
So Fatu Kamara fana mu banku dingolati anu Fatu Kamara fana sikeno Gambia la president otile.
Hako.
So na ketati already nga lonko mola mati mi yalonko ka Gambia undermine le so ni president Barrow mu president ni ate fama be Gambia undermine ka mba folal.
Ha.
Tonya fo terie wo manyana teria tinyala.
Wo mu tonya la ti Musa.
So president Barrow nyanta min faham la wolo nyinti ko ate sanji lulu chance le soto andum aka min fango aka abe undermining min na wolle fango follow lota wolle kay ko sanji lulu UDP fanansi lono le kay ko bawo MOU ko sanji sabo ke boje
hade
but UDP ay tandalal ko hani luwa ko sanji lulu and we are ready to go to any court pour kay tandi ko sanji lulu ibe wala kalaje oto UDP lafta president Barrow because ngamera lulu le siata sabati
de.
Okay, mbe sana rectify la dula kilindo akadami mfanam for about Semlex. Semlex la lawyer ma long I'm not sure bari mamira be kela no sirif ba tambedu ngamira maybe sirif long.
Sirif tambedu ha ya nyininka BBC gal ya nyininka no
okay. Galo sirif nimba is 6 and 9.
Yeah.
6 and 9 lom.
Yeah, Musa, thank you. Left following Sirif. It's my mistake. Yeah. Thank you for your education.
Yeah. And he was getting very upset and getting very defensive, very, very defensive.
Nko, mbe mimfola niano yadi Semlex la niano yadi any phone call bari. Inyanta lonna ko because okay, contract lom Yaya Jammeh did that stupid contract because of our own personal gain. Okay, ni nyinile contract ko nyim break abe Gambia government batandlale because ibita kiti la andung is likely go Semlex ba win la nole ni Semlex ya win fanang Gambia government have to pay them. Bari Semlex fanambe under investigation le.
Yeah.
Gambia government sa itani no le ko fananko, we have to suspend everything until alla criminal investigation or na ni ko alia ngaje ko al clear from that.
But this is what the journalist was advising somebody to do.
Exactly.
Somebody is saying in legal terms, it's easy to say it, but not to do it.
Yeah.
And he was very, very defensive of it. Any contract stop, they have to carry on with that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Musa, I want to ask a question. If you don't mind, if you can help me here, because now remember, Bilinyi Masakunda Kutoshita no time my party was the Minister of Interior. Bilin na no yenying seamless contract going fenkelanu ya burukalanu. And major other contracts me along the former regime are signed. But Bilin Maka Oketa iko Sirif Tambedi is even being the lawyer of seamless advice. Buruka Masakunda ni samba kitio about kelenyin contract going terminate. So we'll break the issue of many alongo. By the time we do have some little difference with my party as the Minister of Interior during his tenure in the office.
Sana my party la issue still now we are in a dilemma because Momalo Munadne my party bondi. But we have to check President Barrow ala restructuring. I think President Barrow Molea Sansa Minulia Lonko advice Kaitandala ko because they have their plan. We molbe Roskane how to be feed their own pocket before Bafala 5 years of a ban. And my party is a radical. Yeah, understand. So my party would not accept such things. So imagine a minister Sambananje, Minister Mia Longo, honey the last watchman of Mimbe Ministry of Interior, wala fango nyaye letade because abenum bank le do kola ala associates at that bank wali alon ne mune mosi famat. And then a bank fango represent as ala section or a head and in fana wole organization do so he was the head of that organization. But Bria uplift drum Alkumas ta kawol fangol boycott wala tina wo wala ko fango mantano. So amanke ko manyi mo longe lonne.
Yeah.
What we are telling President Barrow ko even Haniara ko President Barrow anadoma min denta bakilin fakilin if that person is qualified to be the vice president of the Gambia or anything anyanta ka katile because Gambia dingolom Gambia nolte o complain la. But kana mo samba nan palaso to mi ya lonko is just there as a shadow.
Molento nyati Musa time felenta binan jam fala billahi ila kacha iko ka karanto la le barinto le fanka karan la Musa but yeah nyanta nun juna le o.
No, it's okay,
Seriously. Hi, sila penko iba ye damen for afutandi dron ajindi dron please.
Yo yalong President Barrow mbemi for la dron tell we want his success. I don't know whether I love President Barrow now. I don't know actually, but because nabanku di yakan, I want his success. Malafi coming ateke komi ya jameketa nyami. But I am it's like I am in between the ocean fonyo ben fela malong because President Barrow I supported him. So saying atinale mojamale kante jele President Barrow la kuode kanjele le yenke jele fengoti so it have to change my dimension now. So mbe duala banko e pour Cairo e sabati banko kan bari QTV ila broadcast all yente disappoint back bao the only question muskeba I mean for a cash power inyanta fala ko bar cash power is pay as you go so my law understand so for saying government na nyanda ka cash power dial tel la bay nyanda ka nyinin kawala muskeba
after free lela free everything free
what a benano afo what a benano sign what a kelano you have saying welcome to the bill paying.
Yes,
bill paying, they are welcome. Amandia okay ala baraka baake jare ala baraka
Brother Musa baraka mbeten to lambe jay lamba fole ko thank you very much for your that brilliant analysis me along ko Brother Musa you know you've just been amazing since day one I know you so I'm very, very happy with ila contribution or ikaminke. And ila UDP Kano sana just amazing. If I ask to lebe me follow before Penkwe Kuntu, please.
Paraka bake Sister Jara and mbe kontonela doku kendo la Sister Jara alma ale isawoke ale joy nganiola because we know the love that you have for the party and the Gambia. Wala sabu abejarla nyimbela suta tele did not be bulile. Many alonko you could go out and take care of their problems. But again, alma ale mbe jo nganiola mbe ke kendo fana tentra mbajaila. We all know how late. Model platform oje but among time different along. Kekendo is about getting close to 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, and he's a student. The next day he'll go to school. Imantra joka nyinama budu sotoje. So at the end of the day, it's all for the betterment of the Gambia and Gambia Kano already. Ntenyongo surahata anyone make an platform or imantra mo joka nje. So many along ko wala yamuta ko joko lebeje wala recognition ko lebeje wala credit ko lebeje. Please let them think twice. Let them think twice. This isn't about recognition. This isn't about credit. This isn't about Todia. It's all about sacrificing or doing the things that you love to do. We love to talk about our party. We love our leader. We love our country. This is why I'm being Bekeka. So Mbemo be Daniela Kotenge. Alna na do Kweka as one united family. Alna na Loko as one united big family. UDP Mwaleti. UDP cannot be sick. If Liajame cannot do nothing to us, Motakela. And again, Ndesana Jaju Natanta Mana UDP Bidale. Jara na Mana UDP Bidale. So why will I stay away? Why will I mbesenko kela kuola wala ni molwe kela la kuola? So UDP is already there. Amadu kola ya fojane ke messenger ma ya fo loya dabo ya fo UDP barakata la fa preta yo duwa sotole. So president Baro fana ba ya mara jina ko ala ina sakulo meni ala ko ba try kana pour que division sama na UDP bi problem be ke social media. Ila fa UDP dumul dama be dundi jola. UDP dumul dama ka ñu attack is because of Baro youth movement. And Baro youth movement president Baro la ba koma alonne. So the President Baro Daniela Kotenge one more time, please, you need to ban the Baro youth movement. The First Lady Foundation is a disgrace to the country right now. Yes, corruption of someone in Gambia. Mobe is talking about it. They cannot be defended and we cannot justify it. So please, I will be banned. Sabanjama be kala menti wala nyinti dronko asalon kontela laftala anu telebe kontela kala fala balamba support la tonya da malka. We will never be a brand supporter to this government. So na jibela ni la mola fana mbe tentula mbe jaila mbe dali la Kotenge, please stay with us. This platform is here to stay. For the UDP man sort and what a possible no UDP is here to stay. So UDP be young in platform is here to stay. Nan man sana jam bi so dole jela nan man jaay so dole jela. But this platform of ambe lola overtra jana ka stay because in nara ka UDP le sementiya nga Baro man sekunda sementiya tonya kan anin silo kan. Unless and until fonni alama jado kando jara kende adi mola so atella mola ni jibela mbal be tentula mbal jaila na te mol dema yo fenga please you are welcome to do it but again mbake kana free of charge banko kano UDP kano. So Kamala once again bafla be ala baraka. Thank you so much to everybody under the leadership of Fode Jawara on behalf of the entire membership of the UDP TV&MEDIA bafla be ala baraka. Good night from my end.
Thank you sana ifana kufonyi namba fule ifana ya baraka mbe tentula mbe jaila na viewers all sana mbe mfanga bama kontona na momi mbafula ko thank you very much Ibrahim Sise bless you Fenda Dabo mbafula ndokoma ko baraka for watching us Usman Sise mfanga la platform moto Fasila Sise Germany mbafula ko thank you very much Ibrahim Manjang mbafule ko ifana ya baraka Dudu Sonko mbafule ko thank you very much Sister Sarah Dabo thank you very much for watching us mbafala le ko ala baraka brother Ansu baraka thank you very much for your brilliant contribution ebe minke kam platform moto ngamoy ko bansanko le mo tite yalon tol bansanko lafta badi ngolale bitungo mbe nyoko no and thank you very much ngaji ebe minke kan is very very promising pangala chairmano Suntu Dafe Mbafala ko Baraka Buba Danso, thank you very much Mbafala, the whole entire Bamba Bayo brother, thank you very much Kabiru Sane Mbafala Mfango Barinkewe ka Baraka Musa Jame and then Fatumata Dabo Mbafala ko thank you very much Ibrahim Sise Ala Baraka Ibrahim brother Musa Jame, thank you very much Sana Mbafala na viewers will be ko Ala Baraka ngaminto for milbe moljube ka milbina moljube ka mbafala mobe thank you very much mbafolanal UDP keɓali ko ya baraka iɓe dow komin amazing job iɓe min ke kam pour UDP ni banko e alaw mare alame sola strength la alame sola sima ya alami alon ko ɓe tarla janne fo yesi lunkiling ifanale UDP install ya fo alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin andum alaɓe o kele yele kila horo moto kekendo mbatentula mbajelani youngster boy tol min ɓe technical side la mbafle ko thank you namo mi felentate duntanam bari ate suwo kutamale ko jamme jilanka mfangala momi napapala sheri mbafle ko thank you very much madam Jobate mbafle ko momi you total of you my two mommies my two beautiful mommies mbafle ko thank you very much have a pleasant night kekendo back to you. Good night everyone. Good night mommy. Say hi to daddy.
Let